I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm ANDREESCU.
I'm Jesper de Jong.
I'm Henry Laaksen.
I am Francisco Cerundolo, and you are listening to the Game to Love podcast.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Game to Love live play-by-play commentary with me, your host for the match, Covey. Well, I was going to say my last name. I never say my last name, but you can have it. It's Covey Ladar. I'm here in beautiful Vancouver, BC, where it's 9:07 in the morning. In Miami, it's 12:07 right now. They're 3 hours ahead of me. So we've got a great one for you folks. We've got Maria Sakkari, the world number 10, against the Canadian Bianca Andreescu, who took out Emma Raducanu in a three-setter in the first round. Sakkari, of course, had a bye in that first round. These two have a short but eventful history. They've only played twice. Both matches went to 3 sets. They've split each one. So what was the first one? Was just get this real quick. So both of them were within 5 months in 2021. The first one was here in Miami. Andreescu took out Sakkari in 3 sets. And then 5 months later at the US Open, Sakkari returned the favor with a 3-set victory. 4 of the 6 sets between these two have gone to a tiebreak. So we are in for, I think, some pretty good tennis here, folks. Yeah, we're going to get started here in just a second. Actually, the match is just about to start. But first, let me get some of your predictions. All right, folks, as the match kicks off, Andreescu serves first, and we are into the first rally. I'll give you my prediction right after this point. We're going backhand to backhand slice Andreescu, forehand Sakkari, forehand slice Andreescu, and a forehand inside out by Sakkari goes long. First point goes to the Canadian. And speaking of the Canadian, I think I'm a little torn. I think I'm using a little bit more of my heart than my head right now, but I'm going to go ahead and say Bianca Andreescu is going to take this one in 3 sets. She's in pretty decent form after that last match, and she saved 11 out of 12 break points. That's a big stat for me. That shows that she is defending her serve really well. So, yeah, I'm going to go with that. Let me take a look at the chat. Ooh, we're already popping off here. Oh, a nice forehand winner up the line for Sakkari, making it 15 all. So let's see. Oh, yeah. Also, please do give us a like, give us a subscribe if you're new. It really helps us bring you more and more tennis. And of course, thank you to everyone who's on the stream. Really, really appreciate you having you here. We've got Ted Nervander always dropping the most specific score lines, saying Sakkari is going to take it 6-4, 6-4 in an hour and 32 minutes. First serve goes long for Bianca Andreescu at 15 all. Second serve coming up. Ram Bakshi in the house. Hello, Ram. Great to have you, brother. Emma saying hi, Covey. Hello, Emma. Great to have you as well. And also saying hi to Ram. Emma saying 4:07 p.m. here. I'm glad to hear it because yesterday the European time zoners were having a really late night. Did a couple of streams yesterday, and they started, I believe, at 11 p.m. and it went until about like 3 or 4 a.m. I did back-to-back. I did the team. Unfortunate, man, Dominic team. It was hard to watch some of that, to be quite honest. But yeah, Dominic team versus Sonego. Sonego took that in straight sets. And then I also did the Rybakina match. She was very much not on, but still found a way against a spirited Kalinskaya. Bianca with an ace up the tee for 40-15. So continuing that good mojo on the serve that I was mentioning a little earlier. Ram Bakshi saying it's 12 a.m. in Singapore, midnight. Happy midnight to you, my friend. Manor saying, Covey, welcome, Manor. It's been a couple streams since I saw you. Emma saying they played in Miami 2021. Incredible 3-setter. Yes, you were very correct there. And Bianca has made it to the finals here. I think it was that same year, and she ended up retiring to Ash Barty in the final. Manor saying TGIF stay tonight for the Savage Hours. There you go. They played twice in 2021. It's 1-1, but the same results, 2 sets and tie break and 6-3 set. Yeah, that's why they mirrored each other in both of them. Emma saying, hi, Manor. Yes, definitely going to be up late for the man Carlos. By the way, I will also be doing that one as well. So please do stick around. There is a match. So it's on this court, the Carlos Alcaraz match. There's a match in between. So after this match on this court, there will be the Taylor Fritz match against Nava, I believe. And then after that will be Carlito. So I will be calling that whenever that starts. Scheduled for 3 hours from now, but I really don't think that's going to happen. It'll probably be a little bit later. Manor saying, going with SAKKARI in 3. Okay, we got one prediction there. I think team is truly done. Sonego sneaking through the top form again. I like this, says Manor. Emma saying, yes, I saw the scoreline for Rebecca, and I hope she plays better in her next match. She had so many errors, but in the big moment, she came through. Okay, SAKKARI serving. Oh, by the way, Bianca did hold there, and SAKKARI wins the first point on her serve. So 15 love. Manor saying she made 2021 lost to Barty in the final. Yeah, that's Andreescu. Oh, Covey, I produce music, by the way. It's more of a hobby. What kind of music do you produce, Rom? And if you feel free to add me on Instagram if you like. My handle, you can see, I'll just quickly remove the scoreboard, is right here at Love Tennis. The O's are zeros because, of course, 0 means love in tennis. So add me if you'd like, and then send me some music. I'd be happy to hear, and maybe even, EDM. Dope. Yeah, would love to hear it. All right, SAKKARI, 30 love here, serving. We are on serve 0-1. This is the Greeks' first serve of the match. Guess what's in my smoothie, guys? Guess what's in my smoothie? It's delicious. I'll give you a hint. Something blue is in there. That's one of the ingredients. SAKKARI with another nice serve. Very hard up the middle there, and Bianca's return goes long. So it is 40 love SAKKARI, and we may have our first game to love. Yeah. Let's see. SAKKARI, first serve is wide and long. Second serve coming up. We'll get to the kits in a little bit. Not too much. Bianca's pretty we'll get to it in a second, but she's got one color pretty much almost the whole way through. All right, we're into a rally here. Backhand SAKKARI, forehand Andreescu. And that forehand goes long, and it is a game to love for the Greek, taking her first game of this match. Manor saying, Hubie playing Kokkinakis next. Hope he'll win him easy. Kokkinakis really struggled against Bergs, Belgic random. Yeah, the guy's name was Bergs. That went to 3-set tiebreak, and he won 9-7. Did Kokkinakis pick him to win this all keys on the lady side? Oh, interesting. So you're going for the return. Well, the former champion, not the reigning champion, but a couple of years ago he won. Smurf. Nope, no Smurf. Blueberry's one of them. Nice serve, Bianca into the body of SAKKARI. Now we got forehand SAKKARI, and then a forehand. I think that went off the baseline, and Bianca Andreescu mishit that. That's a shank, and she is down love 15. Lamberto, ¿cómo estai? How are you, buddy? I think we are Instagram buddies now. Nice to have you, Lamberto. Thanks for joining us. And happy that it's not in the middle of the night for you. Okay. Bianca with the backhand, forehand SAKKARI, forehand Bianca, forehand SAKKARI into the net, 15 all. Manor saying Lamb, Manor saying Emma. Hi, Emma and Manor, says Lamb. So blueberries. I got blueberries. I got Greek yogurt, so like the pressed yogurt, the thick stuff. I got 3 tablespoons of hemp hearts, and I got some whey protein, And then what else is there? Yeah, the blueberries. So yeah, that's my morning. It's my morning meals here as I'm trying to cut down on the sugar, sweetened by blueberries and stevia, which is the natural sugar kind of replacer thing. Andreescu 3015. So Andreescu rocking a white visor. She's got the samurai style bun above her head, white wristbands on either wrist, and then she's wearing that Nike teal. She's got a tank top on top, and then the tights, shorts that are tights on the bottom. So all one color in the middle. She's got the white hat, white visor, I should say, and then she's got the. Let me just take a look at her shoes. I believe they're white and purple. There's her mom, stylish as ever, rocking a. I don't know if that's a Gucci hat or something. And then those stylish sunglasses. Okay, 40-15 here for the Canadian. Serve is good. Backhand return up the line. Backhand from Andreescu. Forehand Sakkari. Forehand slice Andreescu. Backhand Sakkari. Forehand chip back from Andreescu. Now cross-court backhand Sakkari and return back from Andreescu. And Sakkari has an overhead on the lob there, and she puts it away into the open court. Yeah, the shoes, by the way, for Andreescu are white and purple Nikes. Okay, game point here still for the Canadian. Manor saying Vondrusova and Kudermetova should start soon. Hope for Kudermetova, says Lamberto. How is Gobi's asking wrong? Doing well. After this match, I'm going to take her for a nice walk during the Fritz match. So basically between streams, as on Andreescu holds. And you know what? Let's get a button out, just to get it out there. This one's for Bianca for holding, and we're at 2-1 on serve in the first set. Coming to the rescue. Bianca Andreescu. Bianca Andreescu. And nice photograph with the U.S. Open trophy. She did win that in 2019. The first Canadian to ever win on either the men's or women's side to win a major in singles. We have had a couple. I think Vasek Pospisil won the doubles at Wimbledon. Not sure if he's won any other majors, but yeah, Canada has definitely been thin on major champions. However, Andreescu did buck that trend. Let's see here. We got Manor saying Pia and Chapo going to decider. I'll get some other scores in a second as well. We got Manor saying Nike women kit better than Nike men's kit. You said it. You said it, and you're right, because the Nike men's kits, I don't mind Tiafo strawberry cream, the strawberries and cream one. Every other one I've seen this year is very actually. What's his name? Sinner. He's rocking the same color that Andreescu is wearing, that teal, and he rocks maroon shorts, I believe. So his aren't bad, but the ones with the designs are hideous, completely and utterly hideous. Manor saying Azarenka Uno shoes are fire, I think they're trying to say there. Did you see that vandalism? I did not see any vandalism. Let's see here. Checking out the likes. We got 15 people in and 15 likes. Batting 1,000. Loving it. All right. Here is Sakkari. Serve is good. Backhand return up the middle. Now, forehand Sakkari. Forehand Andreescu up the line. Backhand Sakkari. And the forehand slice Andreescu goes long. Tries to do one of those crafty plays. That's one thing I like about Andreescu. She does have some hand skills. She'll throw in drop shots. She'll look like she's going to do a drop shot, but then like kind of do like a push slice, which is what she tried to do just there. So I like that variety in her game. Kind of like Ons Jabeur, but definitely not the same. But there's similarities there in their variety. Ace up the tee for SAKKARI. I believe that's her second ace. Yes, it is. Nope, my bad. It's actually her first ace. ANDREESCU is the one who has 2 aces. Yeah. SAKKARI only 2 for 6 on her first serve. Now 2 for 7. But she's winning 100% of her first serves and second serves. So there you go. As she did win a game to love in her first game. All right, ANDREESCU with the forehand return up the middle. SAKKARI forehand now chopped from ANDREESCU. Now inside out forehand winner from SAKKARI. Nice power there from the baseline. Clean winner diagonally across the entire court. And it is 40 love. She is looking for her second straight game to love. So I was mentioning that ANDREESCU was having a strong serving performance in her first round matchup against Raducanu, saving 11 out of 12 breakpoint opportunities. While SAKKARI right now is putting on a masterclass, won 7 of 7 points on her serve so far. Another serve, her serve into the net. Again, now she's only 2 for 8 on her first serves, but it is not hindering her whatsoever. Second serve is good. Forehand return to the forehand of SAKKARI off the tape. And finally, ANDREESCU gets 1 point on the SAKKARI serve. It is 40-15. Emma saying anything but Nike in general, Manor, apart from our Nike lines. Oh, the vandalism you're talking about, send on Discord. Okay. Emma saying I personally love Lacoste and Joma. Joma is what Haddad Maya wears. Yeah. Nice. Oh, is it a Brazilian company? I wonder. Forehand return up the line, ANDREESCU. Now, backhand SAKKARI from outside the tram lines. And then Bianca hits a forehand into the open court off of that backhand. So from 40 love, it's now 40-30. Tiny bit of pressure, but still SAKKARI in the driver's seat, I would say. Coming to the rescue. Of course, ANDREESCU rocking that springy little thing on her elbow. And the return goes wide. SAKKARI holds for 2-all. And let's give her a button. I love this button, by the way. By the way, let me go up a little bit. You see that 22 on my hoodie? And you see right here. Oops, where is it? I always do this. There it is, right there. That's the little, try and get that for you. The Game to Love. Wait, there. Game to Love logo. This is my GTL hoodie that I got after Djokovic won the Australian Open, getting to major number 22. You can have your own as well. Just look in the description box below and you can get your GTL merch. That's one way you could support the channel. You can also, there's other ways. There's Patreon, there's PayPal, there is just likes, comments, subscribes. So yeah, thank you to everyone for all the love. Bianca here winning the first point on serve, 15 love. Here comes point number 2 in game 5. Serve is good out wide, backhand return up the middle, and then a little kind of like a slice drop from ANDREESCU. And SAKKARI makes her way to the net, but hits she had a routine forehand volley there, and she dumps it into the net. She had the whole court if she had got that in, but 30 love ANDREESCU, lucky point for the Canadian. Manor going to get a drink. BRB. You gonna have a smoothie like me? And first serve is just wide. Only 87 miles per hour. So she was trying to take pace off and get the angle. However, did not work in the end. Second serve. Off the tape and long. So it is a double fault, 30-15 here. First double fault. Is it the first? It always takes a second for our scoreboard to update, but I believe it is, yeah. Andreescu, much better on first serve percentage, 79. But Sakkari is killing it on her. She only got 30% of her first serves in, but she's won 100% of her first serve points and 71% of her second. All right, nice forehand cross court from Bianca, and a great return from Sakkari cross court as well. And then Bianca tries to just block that back, but it goes wide, landing in the alleyway. 30 all. Bianca does that crouch thing all the time. We got Ram asking, Covey, whose backhands do you like, Safin or Nalbandian? Good question. I think I'm going to say Safin on that. He had a lot of power. He had a very compact swing. And I'm going to be very honest with you. I'm having a tough time remembering the Nalbandian backhand in this very moment. I've definitely seen it, but I'm just drawing a kind of a blank. But I do remember Safin having very, very good balance on his serve. So, oh, by the way, I should put this on do not disturb mode. And Andreescu here, 40-30 game point. We are still on serve here in the first set. Ooh, nice hat, nice bucket, fisherman bucket style hat for Todd Hill, the coach of Sakkari, and Andreescu with an ace up the tee to take the game, and we are on serve 3-2. Everyone's holding. No break points faced by either player yet. We got GSL Covey, good, such a morning person. GTL guys and gals. I was watching Mukova and Zhu. This one looks like a good one so far. Nice. Yeah, we got a changeover. Why don't we take a look at the out of town score? I keep saying out of town. Out of court, because they're just on different courts. Alexandrova versus Townsend. Alexandrova is up a set, and they're on serve 5-all in the second. Mukova is up a set and a break over Zhu. She's up 4-2, and she's serving. She got game point, so she's just 1 point away from being a game away from the next round. Pliskova is up a set, and they're on serve against Wang. Jinyu Wang, and then, or Wang Jinyu, I should say, because the Chinese players have the not backwards, but the opposite way to how we order the names. And of course, Sakkari, Andreescu. What else is coming up next? The Vondrusova, Kudermetova coming up in a bit. I'm talking the more kind of premier ones. Krejcikova, Sasnovich. We also got Gracheva, Jabeur, Kenin, Kalinina, Montgomery Keys, Vekic, Brengel, Garcia, Kirstea, Kvitova, Noskva. We have Shui Zhang and Andreeva. We've got Leila Annie Fernandez, Bencic, that'll be a good one, and Saba Lenka and Rogers. The one I did not mention as well was Boskova Blinkova. That is all on the women's side. Here comes Sakkari stepping up to the line on serve at 2-3 in the first set. The Greek been doing really well on serve so far. First serve is good, and the return into the alleyway from Andreescu. 15 love for the Greek. By the way, let's get into the kit situation for Maria Sakkari, wearing the exact same, I guess, skirt or dress. It's all the one-piece kind of dress, you could say. It's the same one that Rybakina wore, same patterns and colors. It's got the white, got the tan color, got the orange. Another good serve backhand return from Andreescu, goes long, 30 love real quick with just 2 swings of the racket for Sakkari. So yeah, she's rocking that dress. It's got the Adidas logo in the middle of the chest, and then yeah, so white on top, tan, and then some orange, and then some tan, and then white. So it kind of goes top to bottom. She has no headgear on, 2 black wristbands on either wrist, and she is rocking orange shoes. And I think I would say that orange matches the orange on her dress. and she's got the yellow laces with it. So nice looking. I like the shoes, especially from SAKKARI. Not the biggest fan of these Adidas kind of dresses or whatever. Is it a dress or a skirt? So someone in the comments let me know. Menor's saying, okay, Covey, it's on Discord. Okay, now here's another problem. My phone, which is what I use Discord on, is my webcam. So I'll see if I can. Actually, maybe I have Discord on my computer. Should. Let's see. I'll see if I can get to it. By the way, 40-15 SAKKARI here, and first serve goes long, so we got a second serve coming up. Serve is good. Backhand return Andreescu. Forehand up the line SAKKARI. Backhand Andreescu. Forehand SAKKARI. Forehand Andreescu. Forehand SAKKARI goes wide and long, and it is 40-30. See if I can find a way to this Discord. Applications. I do have it on here. Ooh, update 1 of 1. All right, so here we go. Game point still for SAKKARI, the 7th seed in this tournament. First serve is good. Backhand return up the middle. Forehand SAKKARI now. Backhand Andreescu. Backhand SAKKARI. Oh, and my screen froze. And it froze again. What is going on? Sorry, folks. But it looks like our live scoreboard says it's 3-all. So I'm gonna make the safe assumption that SAKKARI won that point. And I'm just gonna have to refresh. That is weird. Yeah, SAKKARI did win that point. Sorry, I can't describe how it went, but it is 3-3 on serve here. Okay, so okay, trying to find this Discord thing. I don't really. So I'm not the most technical. I'm better in front of the camera than behind it. But I'm gonna try and figure this out, Menor. It looks like okay. I'm still trying to figure out Discord, to be quite honest with everyone. I don't really know how it works. It's so confusing to me sometimes. Okay, so normally I can see a little. Oh, there we go. 3 new mentions. Maybe it's in there. Open discussion. Oh, found it. Found something. Okay, I see it now, Menor. Yes, these are hideous. They're borderline disgusting. They look like green and yellow tennis balls. Oh my god. Yes, I agree with you. Thank you for sending me that. Okay, a little bit of pressure here for Andreescu. She is serving and she's quickly down love 30. Max is in the house, by the way. Welcome, Max. Max saying, hey, Covey and everyone. Ram saying Maria SAKKARI is in a relationship with the Greek Prime Minister's son. Yeah, I remember hearing about that. Yeah, so again, thank you for sending me that, Menor. Yeah, those are just seriously, they're disgusting. Horrible kids. Gary saying, what a difference a year makes. Gil Gross did a great video about how much better he thinks the WTA is now compared to a year ago. I got to check that out. He's one of my faves for sure. All right, Andreescu gets on the board here in game number 7, 15-30. Now, serve is good at 15-30. We're going backhand to backhand, and then backhand up the line. SAKKARI cannot be handled by Andreescu, and it is double break point for Maria SAKKARI. Gary saying last year's race to the finals at Indian Wells. Last year's race to the finals at Indian Wells final time. Barty, Swiatek, Kontaveit, Collins, Ostapenko, Keys, SAKKARI, Krejcikova, Badosa, Halep. Wow. Sorry for the typos. Don't worry about it. Okay. Nice return up the middle on the break point. Andreescu makes her way to the net. And SAKKARI passes her with a forehand cross court. And we have our first break of the match as the Greek yells and roars in excitement. Well done for SAKKARI. First break. So Bianca basically did a serve and volley because she pushed SAKKARI so far out on the serve. And the volley she had, she literally just dumped it directly right in the middle. SAKKARI did have to run for it, but she definitely didn't do enough. And then SAKKARI passes her on the next shot. So good effort from SAKKARI and ANDREESCU. Definitely something to be desired on that volley there. Minora saying Pliskova won easy and saying SAKKARI won her last 11 quarterfinals, but lost her last 9 semifinals. Yeah, so SAKKARI has made it in the last 14 months. She's made it to 10 semifinals and has not won a single tournament after making 10 semifinals in the last 14 months. Unbelievable. Just weird. Just a fun fact, says Minor. Townsend Alexandrova going to a decider. Still can't believe SAKKARI has only one title and she wasn't in her prime yet. Yeah, it is unbelievable. It really is. Michael Walker saying, "Oh, Canada." So our anthem is "Oh, Canada, our home and native land." But apparently during, I don't know if it was this, what is going on here with my screen keeps freezing up. This is very atypical of, you know what? I think maybe since I opened up the Discord, I'm going to close it because maybe that's taking up extra energy or something on my computer. Come on, what's going on? Has the feed blocked out for anyone else here? I just got a blank screen. I'm on my... Very odd. Very, very odd. So it looks like it's 15 love for SAKKARI. I don't have any visual right now. This is very weird. It's just every time I refresh, it's just a blank screen. Is anyone else having a blank screen? Anyone who's watching? I'm just curious because it's never happened to me before. And I have a blank screen whenever I try to get the video portion. Very odd. Okay, folks. This is a little bit weird. My Bet365 feed has just died on me. Everything else is totally working. Let me just try to... Let's see. Very, very weird. This is really odd, folks. Okay, sorry, folks. I'm not sure what's going on. My screen is completely blank. The match, which I was just watching with no problem, has just cut out. So is anyone else, if anyone is watching on your TV, let me know if there's also any issues with you. This has never happened before on this site. So, and we got someone saying hi to Gobi. Minor saying hi to Gobi. Rublev breaks. Come on, Bianca, says Emma. So it's 40-15 for ANDREESCU. Gosh, this is a real bummer, folks. Let me see if I can find another solution. I could try to watch it through my screen. However, it would be on a delay. It wouldn't match our scoreboard, but let me just try anyways. This is so weird. Try again, maybe. Oh, we're back. Okay, good. And it looks like SAKKARI just shanked it. They're showing a slow-mo replay. I didn't see the whole point, but I am going to hit the shank button because that was definitely a shank. Okay, so GSL saying Discord messes me up all the time because it doesn't really close when you close it. You have to go to Task Manager and end Discord processes. Interesting. Maybe that's what happened. So I have quit out of Discord because I believe that's when everything started, the kind of the stalling. Anyways, we are at deuce now. So Andreescu looking for that boomerang break right back. Emma saying go B, and Michael's asking what happened to the top tippers. They changed it. So at the end of the Indian Wells tournament, this is a new target of $100. That's our Miami tip target. I'm not sure if you know what happened in the last tournament, but the tipping was just crazy. I think it was somewhere around $1,500 or something like that in the end. It was just really just like a really crazy battle between, I think, MJ, Sunkit, and Adil. And SAKKARI had the advantage, but her ground stroke goes long there, and Andreescu brings it back to deuce. They love you, Gobes. You're a star. You're a beautiful little baby. All right, here we go. SAKKARI at deuce, serving it up. Can Andreescu get back to level right away? Beautiful serve up the tee. The return, she got a racket on it, but it lands wide of even the doubles. And it is another advantage, SAKKARI. So, Manor is saying Chapo made 12 double faults. Yikes. Yeah, definitely. I'm seeing the match on TC Plus, no issues. Okay, thank you, Gary. So it was just obviously something with my setup here, which normally is very, very good. I got this new Mac, one of the latest version Macs, and it's beautifully fast. Oh, nice return on Andreescu. Now she has a short ball, and SAKKARI goes to the net. Andreescu tries to lob her. SAKKARI overhead backhand, gets it in, and then Andreescu passes her cross court from the backhand wing back to deuce. Nice little point there. SAKKARI comes up to the net, pushes Andreescu back, then Andreescu overhead, which was backhand overhead SAKKARI, which is a nice one because those are the tough shots. You have to say, a commentator has to say it's the toughest shot in tennis whenever you see that. But a nice put away. Andreescu back to deuce. First serve is good. Backhand return directly into the net from the Canadian, and SAKKARI with another game point. Rublev made 13 aces, no double faults. So the Chapo and Rublev are having opposite days on the serving end of it. I thought Chapo had a floor he would never crash through, but I was wrong. Yeah, he's he's kind of out of my consciousness for medium to big titles. I thought 2-3 years ago that he's got a big serve. He's very erratic and inconsistent. Felix has kind of taken over the mantle on the men's side in Canada for sure. I think a few years ago, you'd think that they were both kind of going to be fighting for stuff, but now Felix has kind of pulled ahead pretty easily. Back to deuce here. SAKKARI hits that into the net. So not out of the woods yet. 92% first serves in. That's for Rublev. That is some pretty high numbers. Okay, SAKKARI at deuce, into the net, second serve. Okay, tosses up. Serve is good. Forehand return to the backhand of SAKKARI. Ooh, that was a bad miss. She's about 5 feet wide of the doubles alley. So Andreescu now has a break point opportunity. Let's see if she can get it right back. Manor Chapo is always consistently inconsistent. Yeah, very, very good way to put it. I hope he figures it out. I'm just wondering, still young, but yeah. Like if you don't see, if there's 2-3 years without too much improvement, you start to wonder, right? Okay, second serve for Bianca here. Can she take advantage? Serve is good. Backhand return lands on the baseline. And then the forehand from SAKKARI goes long. So the boomerang break it is for Bianca Andreescu. I should say Andreescu, not Q. That's what someone told me recently. Coming to the rescue. Ooh, Bianca Andreescu. Ooh, Bianca Andreescu. Manor asking, did I spell it right? Actually, you didn't. You were close. So instead of the second C in consistently, it should be an S. So CONSIS. And also the same thing for in the word inconsistent. The second C should not be there. It should be INCONSIS, inconsistent. So yeah, change the second C in each letter and in each word for an S, and you are all good. Cap saying, hello, world. Welcome, Capricorn. Great to see you. It's been a couple of days or so, I believe so. Manor, it's from Emma and GSL. Also, Dominic Thiem said he may go to Challenger Tour after the latest defeat. That one makes me sad. Very tough to watch. I did that match, and I didn't express my sadness for him during the match as much. I was kind of more focused on the play, but afterwards I really had this deep sadness for him because I was like, this might be the end for him. Unfortunately, I mean, I'm glad he ended up winning a major at least. Like that's something to hang your hat on, but it's just a shame. I just don't know, Gary, we were talking about this yesterday. I just don't know if the Challenger Tour is going to help. And I say this not because I don't think he can get back, but because I believe it's more of a mental thing. Yeah, from what I understand, he is scared to let it rip on the forehand because he might re-injure the wrist. And that's something, doesn't matter what tour you're on. You have to figure that psychological glitch out before you can kind of move forward. So again, I'm not fully versed, but this is what I've heard. I read an article about it from some people who are kind of close to him. This was about a month ago, so I don't have the resource in front of me to double check, but I read thoroughly that article. Anyways, that's my take on that. But whatever happens, I wish him the best. I hope he comes back because honestly, at one point he was the closest thing to the big three. People forget that. It was basically him and Zverev before Medvedev really took off. So nice return there from SAKKARI to bring it back to level at 30 all on the Andreescu serve. Let's see here. Manor saying, well, I have dyslexia, but at least you understand me. Oh, well, you're doing great for someone who does have dyslexia. But yeah, just that one letter. Everything else is fine. And you've never spelled something so incorrectly that I had no idea. Emma saying, oh, I'm British and thought she was right. That's embarrassing. Don't worry about it. Okay, second serve, Andreescu. Return is good up the line. SAKKARI now, backhand Andreescu. Forehand SAKKARI, forehand Andreescu. Forehand SAKKARI to the inside out, and it's a winner. So she goes from the middle up the line on the inside out, and now SAKKARI has another breakpoint opportunity. So after 0 breakpoint opportunities after, what was it, 6 games in the match, now 3 straight games with a break, at least 1 break point in each one. Getting close to the nervy portions of this set, folks. SAKKARI can win this next point. She will have the chance to serve it out. Nike versus Adidas. Here we go. Andreescu, serve is good. Backhand block return. Sakkari, backhand up the line. Andreescu, my computer froze again. And it looks like we're at deuce based on the scoreboard. And based on this frozen screen, it also looks like Andreescu had a winner. Gosh, I'm going to have to... Apologies today, folks. This has never happened, and I've closed down any applications that are unnecessary. Yeah, here we go. Deuce, we are back. I'm going to actually close one more application maybe. But, I mean, this thing's so powerful that it shouldn't mind if, like, WhatsApp is on in the background. Okay, at deuce, serve is good. Forehand return, Sakkari is long, and it is game point Andreescu. Sakkari looking at her team with their hands out, saying kind of frustratedly, like, what am I doing? What's happening? How did I miss that? Michael saying FA and Chapo are very up and down. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and FA he's still very up and down, but he's just up and down at a higher level. His highs are higher and his lows aren't as low. Where Chapo can go last year, I mean, at the middle of the year, or he won like 12 straight matches or something without a win. It's really bad. Andreescu with a backhand into the net off a rally ball brings it back to deuce. Capricorn saying, Covey, any ideas why Stan has skipped Miami? I'm honestly not sure. I did see some video of him hitting some backhands, and then he also mentioned that he is out of Estoril, so I'm not exactly sure. That's a good question. See if I can look it up during a break or something, but yeah, I'm not positive there. Manor saying, English is my third language. I'm struggling, but the live really improved my English. The live streams. Yes. Yeah, that's great. That's no, it's really, really good. My grandma learned the small amount of English she knew from Bob Barker in The Price is Right, believe it or not. So so many different ways you can learn different languages. Sakkari here with another breakpoint opportunity. Gary saying, anyone know of an instance where a player smashed his or her racket in victory? It happened yesterday. Yeah, Thanasi Kokonakis, because it was such adrenaline after winning that decider tiebreak 9-7. After he won, he smashed his racket. I actually like seeing stuff like that. I don't necessarily condone the racket smash. Bianca makes her way to the net and forces an error from Sakkari from the backhand wing. Sakkari tried to lob, but that goes way wide. So we are again back to deuce. Chapo 49% first serves in. I mean, Sakkari is killing it on her serve. Well, she was, and she's only got 50% in, 15 out of 30. But she's winning 11 out of 15 of her first serve points and 7 out of 15 of her second. Wrist injuries might be the most diabolical, says GSL. Gary, did you hear Borg or Connor's podcast? Andreescu with an ace up the tee at deuce, bringing herself to a game point. Ace number 3, is it? Looks like it's ace number 3. Actually, no, it's 4. 4 Andreescu, 3 for Sakkari. So Andreescu's come back. She was behind in that stat. Now, just so you know, folks, the court is pretty much almost exactly half covered in sun and the other half covered in shade. So Andreescu serving from pure shade and Sakkari returning from the pure sun. Backhand chip return. Sakkari goes just long, and it is a hold for Andreescu. Nice and gutsy hold as well, saving a couple of break point opportunities. Coming to the rescue. Ooh, Bianca Andreescu. Ooh, Bianca Andreescu. Alex BG1, I learned English by watching American action movies. Didn't help me to pass some exams, but I would not change my method of study if I could go back. Yeah, it's very, very cool. Like, it's if you have an interest like tennis, for example, and it helps you learn a different language, that's an amazing thing. So good to hear that people have different varieties of ways to learn, and everyone learns differently too. It's not always easy to just sit in front of a classroom with a chalkboard or whatnot. So got to find your way and do what you need to do. Learn the skills you need. I really love hearing that. It's like humans not necessarily overcoming, maybe they are a little bit, but humans finding different pathways to their own success. I really love that. Manor saying Rublev 16 aces, 0 double faults. Wow. And Emma saying LMAOO. My congrats to Stan on the baby. There is some chatter about maybe him being pregnant. I know that there is gender fluidity going on, but I'm not sure that he would be able to carry. That's all I'm going to say about that. But not sure exactly what it is. Maybe I'll take a look during a break. But we are into what I would call the business end, folks. Sakkari is all business as well, as she kicks off game number 9 with an ace. Sorry, game number 10 with an ace. So she is serving to stay in it, folks. First serve is good. Backhand return, Andreescu. Backhand Sakkari. Backhand slice, Andreescu. Forehand Sakkari. And backhand Andreescu. And backhand Sakkari just wide of the sideline. And it is 15 all. Got to be careful here, does the Greek. Sean Power saying only downside of growing up in England, learning a foreign language is not encouraged at all. Yeah, we have, of course, 2 official languages here in Canada. So I took French immersion from the time I was in kindergarten until I finished my grade 7. And then I moved to the States for a couple of years and did a little Spanish. But yeah, I did half my courses. Oh, pretty much an identical point to the last one. We go forehand, and then a cross court from Bianca from the backhand wing. And then Sakkari tries to go up the line backhand and missed the exact same shot by about the same margin, about 2-3 inches. So it is now 15-30 and some real pressure now for the Greek. Ted Nervander is asking, where is Eugenie Bouchard? I'm not sure. I know she had a shoulder problem, then she played a couple tournaments, and then on Instagram, the last thing I saw was her and her twin sister. By the way, Sakkari with a good serve out wide, and the return Andreescu goes wide of the doubles alley there. So it is 30 all. Sakkari relieving a little bit of pressure. Yeah, so apparently she's saying for the first time in many years, my twin sister and I celebrated our birthdays. That was the last I kind of heard from her. That was like on Instagram. But in terms of tennis, not exactly sure. Oh, okay. So a serve out wide +1 from Sakkari goes forehand up the line. I thought that actually was long, but it looks like it might have landed right on the baseline. She goes. I want to see that again. That was very close. Winners for the match: Sakkari 10, Andreescu 7. So game point here for Sakkari to level it back at 5. Let's see if she can do it. Nice serve, backhand return up the middle, backhand Sakkari, forehand Andreescu, forehand Sakkari, forehand Andreescu, forehand Sakkari to backhand Andreescu, forehand Sakkari, backhand Andreescu, cross court, backhand Sakkari. And she forces an error from the backhand wing of Andreescu, and we are level at 5. And that was also a pretty gutsy hold. Let's give some love to the Greek. Gary saying, while raising stepchildren who were U.S. immigrants, I learned one thing many people forget: children learn languages by listening and repeating, not writing. The writing comes later. Yeah, definitely. They say if you put someone in France for a week, they'll learn much more French than if you give them a French textbook and speak to them in English, you know? So yeah. Tie break SAKKARI, says Manor. Sean, that's unfortunate. Yeah, but I mean, at least, you know, as you grow, we're allowed to decide on our own. So you might not have the opportunities as much when you're younger, but it's cool that if you have that urge that you can go do it. And, you know, I've been learning Italian a little bit on Duolingo, and it does have foundations that are similar to French and Spanish. So for me, it wasn't there's a lot of similarities there. But yeah, Duolingo is pretty cool if anyone's trying to learn a language. I've had experience with it, and I could say that I legitimately have been learning. I just need to find myself an Italian lady to practice with, go on dates and whatnot. Okay, nice little back. Oh, beautiful rally. So we go cross court and then switch from forehand to backhand, and then another cross court. And then Andreescu made her way into the net and put a nice volley into the open court. Really nicely done. Great point. And we are level at 15 all. 5 all here in the first set. We are on serve. We've had a couple of breaks. One for each player. Kracheva in 3. I hate to say it. Ons will fight, but it won't be good enough. Uh-oh. Cap saying Bouchard is still saving tennis somewhere from the evil Sharapova. Sean saying hi to Emma and Manor and all the GTL fam. Serve is good. Backhand return. SAKKARI now. SAKKARI makes her way to the net off the short ball and then puts away an easy forehand into the open side. So it is now 15-30 Andreescu. A little bit of pressure on her serve. Max saying, I've heard that Eugenie is a tennis commentator. Yeah, she has done. When she was injured last year, she was doing some stuff for the Tennis Channel, but I don't think her career is over. Andreescu, good serve, forehand return, SAKKARI, forehand Andreescu, forehand SAKKARI, and it's a powerful one landing deep, and Andreescu gets a racket on it, but it goes sideways, and this sets up at least 2 more, or at least I should say 1 break point, but up to 2 because it is 15-40 now. Double break opportunity for the Greek. Beautiful forehand. So she runs to her right and hits a forehand up the line. Lots of power, deep, and Andreescu could not handle that. Here we are. First serve is good. Backhand return up the middle. Backhand Andreescu. Backhand SAKKARI. Backhand Andreescu is long, and SAKKARI gets the break and will serve for the set right after this changeover. Manor saying 13 aces, 13 doubles for Chapeau. Gary to Sean, Americans think English is the only language. I feel the same as you do. Cap saying I'd go straight for SAKKARI probably. Thanks for the answer, says Ted. What was the question? Sorry, I missed it. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, you're asking about Eugenie. Emma saying Caroline Wozniacki did some commenting for Wimbledon on BBC and on Prime Video. Haven't heard her in a while. Yeah, I saw her as well on the Tennis Channel, perhaps. She's pretty good in front of the camera. I like her insights. I feel like she sometimes sounds a little nervous in front of the camera, just a bit. But I don't obviously know her that well. But yeah. But I definitely like what she contributes. Max, Emma, I've heard about Caroline commenting for matches as well. The Compliment King saying breakfast brunch with Covey, serving up an Andreescu win, says the Compliment King. Let's see, my friend. Let's see. I have her winning in 3, although the way SAKKARI is playing, she's so far in the bigger moments playing a little bit sharper, but it's still early. I have a feeling this match will go into 3, says Max. Emma, if there was only one language, it would be a very boring world. You bet your bottom dollar it would be. Okay, SAKKARI serving for the set. Now she is in the shade and Andreescu is in the sun. So sun is disappearing more and more. About 5 minutes ago, it was 50% sun and shade. Now it's about, I'd say 60, maybe 58% shade. And let's say 42% sun. SAKKARI loses the first point. Love 15 here. Serve off the tape and long. Second serve coming up for the Greek. First serve is good. Backhand return cross court is also good. Now we got a forehand to forehand rally going. And Bianca, Andreescu, little shanky shank there. And that one goes about 7 or 8 feet long. And it is 15 all. The old lamb shank. Okay. SAKKARI 3 points away from the set here. See if Andreescu has something to say about that. First serve is long. Here comes a second. SAKKARI doing well on her second serve. She's won half the points. Andreescu's only won 4 out of 10, 40%. So good serve. Backhand return up the middle. And then SAKKARI's backhand goes long. It landed really deep, so it was a little awkward for her. And it is now 15-30. So now Andreescu just 2 points away from a tiebreak. Little seesaw action here, folks. Cap saying Maria just can't win easy, can she? There's always that third set. Yeah, was it Indian Wells? She played 4 straight 3-setters, winning all of them until she lost in straight sets to Sabalenka, the eventual runner-up of the tournament. That was semi-final SAKKARI, as JG likes to call her. You feel bad for her, but she's also like earned a crazy good living, and she's been in, hovering around the top 10 for a few years without winning a title. I mean, she's made millions of dollars, and of course she wants to win, and it's not just about the money and stuff, but ooh, bad forehand from SAKKARI off the return, and it is now break point again. So we're looking for another boomerang break for Andreescu, breaking right after getting broken. And if she can, we will see a tie break, folks. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. It is now 30-40. Let's go. First serve is up. It's good. Backhand return up the middle. Forehand SAKKARI. Forehand chop Andreescu. Now short ball SAKKARI puts it up the middle. Right. Andreescu thought she was going to go inside out, so she started moving, and then SAKKARI just put it right up the middle. Wrong footing Andreescu. That was interesting. Normally wrong footing happens coming from outside to in. This time it was from inside to out. And it is deuce. So good job saving some pressure there from SAKKARI. Let's go. Unless it's a language of love. I like that, saying to Max there. Backhand return from Andreescu on the wide serve goes just long, and it is game point and set point for SAKKARI. Can she hold on? Just 1 point from the first set. So, as mentioned at the beginning of the stream, these two players have played 6 sets. 4 of them have gone to a tiebreak in their career. 2 3-set matches between them. SAKKARI with a +1 forehand, winner up the line, and then she yells in delight. And SAKKARI takes the first set 7-5. So no boomerang break for Andreescu, and good job from Maria. for good measure, it was a consolidation. Okay, folks, we are gonna. There's a little bit of a break for the end of set, so I'm going to run through some out of court scoreboards, scores for you. Alexandrova is against Townsend. Okay, Alexandrova, they are tied at a set apiece, but Alexandrova is up a break late. She's up 4-3, and she's serving at 40-15. So she's only 5 points away from the match there. We got SAKKARI, of course, is up 1-0. Boskova over and Blinkova are tied at 2 in the first set. And same situation, Vondrousova, Kudermetova tied at 2 in the first set. So that's all we have for live scores. And we also had Mukova took out Zhu in straight sets. Pliskova took out Jinyu Wang in straight sets as well. On the men's side, we have Batista Agut is, it looks like we're at second set tiebreak, and Emil Rusevori won the first set over Batista Agut. So if Rusevori can win this tiebreak, he will advance to round number 3. If Batista Agut wins, then we will have a third set. Shapovalov, after all those double faults, he ended up beating Peya of Argentina 2-1. Rublev over JJ Wolf in straight sets. It sounds like he had a very good serving day. Sinner versus Laszlo Djere is going to be coming up pretty soon. We also have Schwartzman versus Wu Yibing. That'll be good. Wu Yibing, he's played one tournament since he won Dallas. I think he lost in the first round. Was it at Indian Wells? But interesting to see him play. Fritz Nava will be on this very court, right after this match. And then Popperin van de Zandschulp coming up as well. Husler, Tommy Paul, Kecmanovic, Humbert, Alcaraz, Bagnis, which I will be calling as well. It's scheduled for an hour and 45 minutes from now, but there's another match in between, so that's definitely going to go later. But definitely stay tuned to GTL, as I will be doing that one. Davidovich Fokina versus Nakashima as well. We got John Leonard Struff against Dimitrov, Lajovic versus Cressy, Fukovic versus Aruna, Rude versus Ivashka, and Daniel Taro versus Zverev. The other matches to come on the women's side, we have Gracheva Jabeur, Krachikova Sasnovich, Montgomery Keys, Kenin Kalinina, Brengel versus Vekic, Garcia and Kristea, Kvitova, Noskova, Zhang versus Andreeva, Leila Annie Fernandez versus Bencic, and Shelby Rogers against Sabalenka, the world number 2. And of course, Iga had to pull out of this tournament and the Billie Jean King Cup with an issue with her rib. So didn't notice any discomfort in her match against Rybakina in the semifinals of Indian Wells, but obviously there's something big enough to pull her out of this Masters 1000, and she wouldn't do that if she didn't have to. Let's see here. Emma's saying, when these two played Miami 2021, it was at night, so much different conditions this time around. Yeah, well, now it's about 75% of the court is shaded and 25% is sunny. So it's getting a little bit easier for them, because it is annoying when you're going in and out of sun and shade. Snehal saying, hi, Covey. Welcome, Snehal. Good to have you, brother. And we've got Andreescu kicking it off. Serve, and the +1 is an easy forehand put away cross court. 15 love. MV saying Bianca got that booty, though. All right. Emma, Fritz up next. Hope he can get the W. Would very much like to see Fritz play Alcaraz. They haven't played before, and I was just very curious to see what would happen. Okay, SAKKARI with a forehand inside out. That goes a little haywire, and Andreescu takes a 30-love lead real quick. King adjust. What's up, Covey and everyone? What up, King? Good job by Dimitrov to get through round 1. Tough match. Which one? That one was... I'll take a look at the score. I know I just read it out, but I didn't see the actual score. So Dimitrov. Oh, okay. Let's see. Okay, Andreescu here, 40 love. Cannot find that score. I'll get it in a bit. Same with Sakkari, though, says King Adjust to MV. Grr, sounds of a dog. Was so looking forward to the Wolf of JJ winning. Yeah, I'm actually pretty high on that guy, but last couple. Oh, Andreescu served to the body of Sakkari, and she can't get out of the way quick enough to get a good shot, and it is a game to love hold for the Canadian. Michael saying Bianca got in shape. Yes, definitely. And it's really good to see because she took that kind of mental health break and it took her a while to get back, but she is still not at the level she was. And I hope she does get back to it. I still wonder if she ever will. But definitely she's on the right track. Ostapenko need her trainer, says Michael. Roasted. Dimitrov was a buy. I was just going to say, I looked it up. And it the only score it showed was him, his last score at Indian Wells. So I was like, did he play a match? So there we go. You got me there, Alex BG1. Snehal King, I think they will beat Chelsea, but Man City or Bayern is a very tough match in United Champions League. I left my desk for a moment, so big hellos to Snehal, TCK, and Cap. Also, King Adjust. Gary welcoming the fam in to the chat. Sakkari has lost all 5 points to kick off set number 2 here. So she got game to loved in the first set, or in the first game, and she just dropped point number 1 in her first service game of the set. So love 15, Sakkari serving here. Toss is up, serve is just long. Second serve coming up. Oh, yes, sorry, UEFA champion. There you go. That's my I actually did know that. I just that was a brain fart. Yeah, UEFA Champions League. Second serve, good forehand from Bianca. Tries to go up the line, but hits the top part of the high part of the net. The top of the high part of the net, I should say. And it is 15 all. So Sakkari on the board here in set number 2 with her first point. So where are we in the UEFA Champions League? Is it are we in like the quarters, the semis? All right, Sakkari, the beautiful forehand to the forehand of Bianca. She just tries to block it back, but it goes into the net. 30-15. I was on Twitter. I was Ram asking Haaland or Mbappe. That's a good question. For my limited knowledge, I understand that Haaland is on pace to like destroy the English Premier League record for most goals. And didn't he just have a 5-goal game in the Champions League, like last week or something? But Mbappe's performance in the World Cup was astounding, like absolutely astounding. How he basically put France in the final game itself. How he put France on his back, scored 3 goals, and scored a penalty kick. It was just crazy. Tennis Twit saying it's your boy Covey. Yes, it is. Great to have you, Tennis Twit. Haven't seen you in a couple streams. You're always welcome and great to see you in here. The quarterfinals are next. We play Chelsea on the 12th, I think, says King Adjust. Okay. So quarters coming up. Final 8. All right, we got a backhand slice from Bianca. Another backhand slice from Bianca. This one goes long, and it is game point now for Sakkari, 40-30. Alex BG, you do a great job, man. Nice work. Thank you, Alex. Really appreciate it. And thank you for coming back on the stream. I know we had a little bit of a tiff in the last one, but I'm definitely glad that you're back. And just wanted to say apologies if there was anything there. But yeah, nice to have you, and great to have you in the comments as well. And a backhand from Bianca goes long on the return, and it is a 1-all. We are on serve early in set number 2, 1 apiece. And I feel like I haven't been giving as many SAKKARI buttons, so let's just give her one real quick here. We got Emma saying, Cubby, can I ask your opinion on Runa? I personally like his tennis, but he's still a bit immature. Yeah, I think that his skills are there and he does have the mental game. He just doesn't have it every day yet. I am high on him, though. I believe that he's going to have a great career. I have a feeling that Artur Fils, Alcaraz, Shelton, Sinner, Runa, I feel like those guys, I still think, of course, Alcaraz is a little bit ahead right now, obviously. But that group that I just mentioned are really, really, I feel like they have a different mentality than the first next gen, the Zverev, Tsitsipas next gen, who never really kind of made their mark in majors. I feel like these guys are all going to have opportunities in some pretty big matches and majors and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm high on him. I think that he is on the right track. And drop shot attempt from Bianca, just a hair wide. So it's 15 all now on her serve. So yeah, I agree that he's a bit immature in the sense that when things aren't going well, he might get a little bit on himself, might change the trajectory of his game if it's not going well. But the evidence to the contrary would be how he beat Djokovic. Beautiful return there. Is a clean winner from SAKKARI, forehand cross court off the return. So it is 15-30 Andreescu on her serve here. How he beat Djokovic in Paris-Bercy to win his Masters 1000 title. That was huge, and that shows me that he has the mental fortitude when things are going right for him to be able to do that. So that's a pretty long answer, but yeah, I like him, and I think he got a bright future, and I think he also has his attitude is improving. Daria saying hello. Welcome, Daria. Good to have you. Daria, I mentioned to you on Instagram, but just for anyone else, in case you haven't heard, I will be doing the Alcaraz match, which will be, so after this match on this court will be Fritz, after that Alcaraz. So do stay tuned if you can. We appreciate everyone's eyes and ears. Helps us. By the way, please do give us a like and a subscribe if you're new. We've got about 24 likes so far, 29 people in. So it looks like pretty much everyone has. And I'm very gracious and grateful to each and every one of you for those likes. Nice approach from SAKKARI, from Bianca, makes her way to the net and puts away a volley. And now it is game point for the Canadian, 40-30. Covey, whatever you said on Mbappe Haaland was perfect. Thank you, Snehil. I appreciate that. Not the biggest soccer guy, but I'm just a sports guy, so I generally know what's going on, even in sports that I'm not day-to-day following. It's just, I'm sure many of you are, of course, like that. We're all, obviously into at least tennis, if not more. And forehand from SAKKARI goes long, and Bianca holds for 2-1. Let's see here. We got King Adjust, Haaland. He's a blue, just like his dad. Now he's at the Etihad. Haaland. I think that sounds like it's some sort of chant, but I'm not sure what's going on there. Let's see. Gary, to Emma, I've been saying that Holger plays like he has attention deficit disorder. I really mean that. He bounces around like a kindergarten kid. I'm not criticizing, just observing. Yeah, no, I mean, what you're saying is accurate so far, Gary. He's bouncing around, and sometimes his bounces are at a high level, and sometimes they're not. But yeah, I do like his game. I actually really wanted to see a rematch at the Australian Open between him and Djokovic, but Rublev ended up beating Runa in the match before in a wild 5-set tiebreak. Runa was, I believe, up 5-love in that tiebreak. Now, 5-set, 5th-set tiebreaks in majors are now 10 points, so not just 7. So he was 5-love up, and then he had a couple match points as well. But Rublev, just gutsy performance. But I was really hoping to see their rematch there. Emma saying this has turned into Game to Love Football podcast in this chat. It's fine, Emma. Even JG loves West Ham. Now, this is going to make me sound funny, but what does the ham stand for in West Ham? Is it like Hampstead or Hampshire or I don't know, Hamilton? I don't know. Someone let me know. I have no idea. I've always kind of wondered that. Okay, SAKKARI serving here. Game number 4. Nice forehand cross court. Bianca chops at that, and then SAKKARI meets that at the net. It was a floater, a volley backhand into the open court. Bianca gets to it, but rocks it into the net. 15-love for SAKKARI. Daria saying, just came here to enjoy the session. Been long. Yeah. Good to have you, buddy. Always. Even Patrick is marketing Runa so much these days. Yeah, he is. Yeah, and he should. I mean, I feel like he's kind of moved a little bit away from Tsitsipas, and he's focusing more on Runa. Gene, welcome, Gene. Hello, Covey and everyone, back from music band practice. I did not know you'd played music, Gene. What instrument do you play? Or what side of music? That's really dope. Snehal saying, no idea, JG, what ham stands for. For now, you made me curious by asking that question. Cubby instead of JG. Yeah, I figured that's what you meant there. We have another performance tomorrow. Cool. Okay, SAKKARI, nice serve, block back return. It's a short one. SAKKARI forehand to the forehand of Bianca. Now Bianca tries to go over SAKKARI's head, who was at the net, and she has an overhead, and it was awkward. She had to jump kind of backwards. She did get a piece of it, but it went a little bit wide, and it is now 15-30. So ANDREESCU putting just a little bit of pressure here on SAKKARI. Excuse me. Okay, first serve SAKKARI is very long. Here comes the second serve for ANDREESCU to look at. Thoughtful bouncing of the ball. SAKKARI. Toss is up. Second serve is good. Backhand return up the line. And then Bianca makes her way to the net. And doesn't matter, though, because forehand from SAKKARI didn't make it over. And it is now double break point for the Canadian. 15-40. We mostly play gospel and rock music, Cubby. Very, very dope. Well, Gene, if you ever have any music, send it to me on Instagram on our chat thread there, and I'll take a listen. Would love to hear if you have anything that you'd like to share. Mike Pastana, hi from Brasilia, Brazil. That's the capital city, I believe. Welcome, Mike. Thank you for joining us. Mike, are you a fan of Beatriz Haddad Maya or Tiago Monteiro? Let me know. I was very impressed with Monteiro when he played Alcaraz. Big forehand that guy has, and a huge serve. Serve right into the body of Bianca. She blocks it back. Short ball to SAKKARI, and she hits that into the net. So the first break of set number 2 goes to ANDREESCU.
Coming to the rescue. Bianca ANDREESCU. Bianca ANDREESCU.
Gene saying, so you are a rapper, if I remember too, Covey. Yes, I am. Absolutely. Rusevori won. I picked him to upset Roberto Bautista Agut. The term ham dates back to Old English and meant a town, village, or manor. It's thought to have come from the Old Germanic heim, which means home. Thank you. So, okay, so I thought West Ham was like West Hampshire or West Hampstead or like I said, West Hamilton, which I definitely don't think it's West Hamilton, but that would be the best one if it was an option. How are these courts? Faster than Indian Wells? Yes, they are. By all accounts, I believe they're. Someone on Twitter was saying they're about 20% faster than last year or something, based on the Infosys stats. So that's one thing I haven't fully delved into, is like the court speed stats, because they could actually tell by, you know, using last year's data to see the average like forehand backhand speeds through the air, and then how they change after the bounce. So I haven't really gotten into that, but that's something I'm very interested in, and I think it's about time that I start really getting into on that, because I really would like to understand a little bit better, you know, what makes a court faster or slower and whatnot. Ooh, nice little rally, and then Sakkari tried to pulverize the ball up the line, but was about 5 feet long. So Andreescu is serving here, 15 all, up a break in set number 2, though she is down a set. Snail saying, I thought ham was related to hamburger. Oh my God. Gene, scoreline seems very competitive. How's this match been? Has been asking. Yeah, it was a really tight match. There was 2 breaks each in the first set. No, sorry, that's not true. First, Sakkari broke, then Andreescu broke right back. I think it was like, so it was at 3 all. It was all even to 3 all, and then it was 5-3 Sakkari, and then no, that's not true. Okay, hold on. It was 3 all. Then it was 4-3 Sakkari. She broke. And then right away, Andreescu broke back for 4 all. And then at Bianca serving at 5-6 to stay in it, and Sakkari broke her for 7-5. So very tight first set, and just the 1 break here in the second. So yeah, this has been a pretty good match for sure. Okay, Andreescu serving 30-15. First serve is Alette. Another first serve coming up. GSL, the English word hamlet, meaning a small village, is still in use. This derives from the Old French amelet, entering the language during the Anglo-Norman period. Thank you for this in-depth language lesson here, Gary. Appreciate that. And nice serve to the backhand of Sakkari, and that backhand goes well wide of even the doubles line. So double game point, 40-15 for Andreescu. Gene saying, I like faster courts better because it provides for more serving, and shot making is more awarding. I think maybe rewarding you meant there. But yeah, the only thing I don't like about fast courts is when it's just serve bot fest. If it's too fast, then you just have, especially on the men's side, it's just serve, one shot, boom. You know, I like to see a little bit of variety. So I don't mind faster courts on the women's side because there's less kind of serve bot action. But yeah, there is a threshold for me where it's like, if it's too fast, you know, it almost becomes kind of boring. Like, you know, in the men's year-end championships, they had super fast courts, and basically it's just serve city, which is good. You know, for, you know, these players do have the best serves. That's why they're and best, you know, shots in general. That's why they do make the top 8 of the year. But I'd still like to see some actual points going on, you know. So yeah, I think there's a good little threshold in there for me personally. Snail saying, yes, Max, Ben and JG also really like football, especially JG. It's a great sport once you start understanding it. Andreescu serving at 40-30. Good serve out wide, and the block return goes very long, and it is now 4-1 for the Canadians. Still up a break, but down a set here in set number 2. Tennis Twitch. Why does Andreescu have something around her arm? Fashion? I think I read about that. I think she just wore it like when she was younger and ended up doing well, so she just kind of rolled with it. Yeah, I don't know what it's called, but it's one of those things that you can kind of put on a keychain to like put around your wrist or whatever. But she puts it like right at her, right here around her elbow, where her elbow and the inside of her elbow and around the outside as well. Let's see. Haria saying, yeah, planning to visit Hamlet. in Kashmir this year. Is there actually a place called Hamlet in Kashmir? Snaehill. I feel like Andreescu's peak level is higher than Sakkari's peak level, so I doubt that Bianca loses if she plays well. Yeah, I mean, I think Sakkari's level is high. I think what happens to her is the nerves. So it's not necessarily that she doesn't have the ability to play the points. It's that in certain moments she loses that ability due to the pressure, or maybe she's thinking, okay, I got to win the semifinal because I want to get to this major, to this final or whatever, whatever the mind starts running forward, like just like this set, says Snaehill. Yeah, let's see here. Gary from Max. Gary, all I know about Hamlet is that it's a Shakespeare play. Good one. Daria Revel, I was amazed how well Alcaraz adapted. What do you think his game on grass? I think that it's definitely his least best surface as of this second, but I'm very excited to see him learn and adapt. He's very fast at learning and adapting. I believe he's only played 6 professional grass court matches in his life. That's including the last 2 years of Wimbledon and whatever lead-up tournaments that he played. And I think last year he didn't play. He had a shoulder problem. He had this massive bandaging on his right arm. So he's only played, I believe, 6 matches, and I think he's 4-2. But I'm just really excited to see how he does. His footwork is getting even better and better, which means that it's going to translate to the grass courts as well. I felt last year that he was too explosive, meaning like he was pushing off too hard. And on grass, you have to be a little more light. And that's what I liked about Jannik Sinner. He's got like these really, really soft like feet and really short little strides. And his legs are so long that he can still make it around. And so I felt that Jannik Sinner is a great mover on grass. But now I'm thinking, watching the improvement already this year in Alcaraz's footwork, I'm really excited to see how he does on the grass. I think he also needs to work on his serve a little bit more to be extremely effective on grass. There you go there. And great serve, Andreescu. Sorry, Sakkari up the middle. Andreescu block back return goes long. Good power on that serve. And it is 30-15 Sakkari. So she's trying to stay within touching distance here. Max, you are right. Hamlet means settlement that is smaller than a village. The term is much older than Shakespeare. Tennis to it. Thanks, Covey. And Emma, no problem, buddy. No problem at all. Andreescu, nice little return winner, and it is back to level at 30 all on the Sakkari serve. Gary saying, looking like the 3-setter. Hello, Max. It's good to see all the familiar names here. Kind of Covey's fan group. I'm a fan of you guys too, so it goes both ways, ladies and gentlemen. Snaehill, it's 11:10 p.m. Gotta sleep. Bye, Covey. Take care, Snaehill. Have a good one, and hope to see you soon. Get some good rest. Okay. And we've got a double fault at 30 all from Sakkari. It is now another break point opportunity. Andreescu, you got to think that if she converts this break here, lights out Sakkari in this set. Never say never, but a double break is tough, especially when the scoreline would make it 5-1. Sean. Oh, good serve, and the return goes wide. So nice job there, saving the break point from Sakkari. Tiny bit of wind blowing something not onto the court, but beside it. And deuce here for Sakkari. Sean saying, I've played on grass twice. It feels great underfoot, but the low bounces are killer. Yeah, I've actually never played on grass. That's one thing. We don't have any grass court, public courts or anything out here that are grass. We do have a country club called Hollyburn that has clay, hard, and grass, but I've never played on the grass there. I've only played on the hard courts there. But I definitely want to experience it. I think you told me before that it feels so nice. Before you did also mention it feels so great under the foot, like little soft pillows. Okay, advantage Sakkari as she goes serve +1 inside out forehand winner. And game point. Emma saying dinner time over here. Pizza is on its way. Ooh, what you get on top of it, Emma? Sakkari disappeared, says Manor. Actually, Manor disappeared and reappeared. There you go. Snail, good night all. Gary, sweet dreams are made of tennis. I had to, LOL. Manor, my date, also saying hi. Oh, say hi to Borna for me. Tell him Covey is a fan. Let's see here. You should play on snow courts, Covey. Yeah. Actually, there's this touch tennis where this one, I don't know if you know what touch tennis is, but it's basically mini version of tennis. Courts are about the quarter the size, and the ball travels just like tennis. Here we'll go in this inside out forehand with a great angle. Sakkari, and then a lob attempt Bianca, but that goes just long. And it is advantage Sakkari. Gobi, what are you barking at, baby? Emma saying Borna. So you missed it. But about a month and a half ago, Manor was trolling me. So they have a couple of different handles. One is Manoris and the other one is Manor Sapphire. And when they went from Manoris, the first time I saw Manor Sapphire, I didn't know it was Manoris. And then they made up a story that they used to date Borna Chorich. And I was like, no way, like, tell him I said hi. And so they're like, oh, I just texted him and stuff like that. So she was trolling me pretty good. So that is the backstory there. Emma saying margarita pizza, Manor, not the drink. So basically just cheese. But it's delicious. Do you get a little basil put on there too? I love my margarita pizzas with a little couple. I just love basil. Basil is delicious. All right, back to Juice here. Backhand Sakkari, forehand Andreescu. Backhand Sakkari. Forehand Andreescu, forehand Sakkari, and it's a winner. Beautiful, up the line. That's the second or third time in this match that Sakkari has ripped a beautiful forehand on the run. So running to her right, and she hits a forehand up the line with a lot of power. That's one of her nicest shots, I think, in her arsenal. Just great footwork, great timing, and boom, landed maybe an inch inside the baseline. Emma saying that's absolutely hilarious. Manor saying, yeah, it was a fun stream. Yes, imagine dating Borna, the guy with the huge muscles. Oh gosh. Okay, advantage Sakkari, second serve is good. Backhand return into the net. Go. Sakkari holds, still down just one break, and she is still within touching distance of Bianca here in set number 2. I'm going to give Sakkari a button. That was a good hold. Manor, Gene, I wish, but I look trash. He won't take me. Oh, don't say that. I'm sure you do not look like trash. Vondrusova wins first set 6-4 against Kudermatova. Gobi, says Rom. And then Emma is also giving the dog emojis. Anyway, leaving for my date, says Manor. Have a good one. And Gene echoes saying, oh, have fun. Emma saying, if there's any ATP player I want to date, it's Berrettini. There you go. That would be an interesting discussion. Who would you want to date? Who would I want to date? That's a good question. I'd have to think about that. GSL saying, Max, it certainly could be about tennis. Sweet dreams are made of this. Who am I to disagree? I travel the world in the 7 seas. Everybody's looking for something. Got to look inward, folks, and then you don't have to go far to find it. That's my spiritual quote of the day. Hope it goes well, Manor. I have a crush on Swiatek, says Ron. Ah, okay. What do you think of her new, of her changing from Asics to the new Roger-backed On running shoe company? Very excited to see her kit. Although I did see one sample, and the style is pretty much the same. Like the cut of the top and shorts are pretty much look the same as the other ones, just the colors were different. So, yeah. Emma on the ladies' side, Rebecca. Tennis Twit. None of these players good enough for your boy Covey. Gene saying Kirstea for me. Does anyone know who Eva Lys is? The German. Her last name is Lys. She's really cute for sure. Definitely, but she's also really young. I'm 42. She's like 20 or 21. So I feel a little weird about that. But yeah, Eva Lys is one. Kalinskaya yesterday. Man, she is really pretty. I hadn't really I'd seen her play before, but I just didn't really notice it as much. But yeah. Okay, Bianca with a moon ball, forehand Sakkari, forehand Andreescu to the backhand Sakkari cross court. It's a nice one, and Bianca couldn't handle that and dumps that into the net. So 15-30, and Sakkari putting a little pressure, trying to get back on serve here in the second set. What about Sabine Lisicki? Oh, you know what? I'd have to look her up again. Got to go Andreescu, Badosa amongst several. Yeah, also Badosa is a good one. Now, if anyone is, I hope this is no one's annoyed or offended by this conversation. You know, it is 2023. You know, so we got to be careful. I know we're not saying anything mean or rude, but you know, just want to make sure that we're not objectifying these women. There's nothing wrong with calling someone pretty if you think they are, but just want to make sure that everything's above board. All right, forehand to forehand, Sakkari forehand into the net. So Andreescu from 15-30 is now having a chance at a game point, and for 5-2, 40-30 here. Sabine Lisicki. I have to look. Oh yeah, she's pretty as well. But yeah, Eva Lys, I'd say, might be my number one. First serve is wide for the Canadian. Second serve coming up. Game point still. Serve is a double fault, and it was a long double fault. And we are at deuce. So Sakkari still has a shot in this game to bring it back on serve. 4 double faults for Sakkari, 2 for Andreescu, and 4 aces each. Sakkari has brought up her first serve percentage. It was horrendous at the beginning. She was like something like 20%. Now it's up to 60. So good job there. Both players 2 for 4 on breakpoint opportunities this match. So it's been a very, just like their other 2 matches, which went 3 sets each. They split both of those meetings. Come on. Another freezing of the screen. Okay, let's what is going on today, folks? It's advantage Andreescu here. Okay, let's see if I can get this back. So weird. It's showing the Hologic logo, but it's not showing the actual. Oh, there we go. It's back. So funny little. All right, Andreescu first serve on advantage is long. So here comes a second serve. Didn't miss too much. That's good. Second serve is good. Backhand is a clean winner for Sakkari up the line and back to deuce. Max, Gary, I love that song. Of course, my favorite part, also the synth pop beat of it. GSL, it took me a bit to get to sleep last night after a late ending Kalinskaya match. Yeah, Kalinskaya, whew, very, very good effort. Emma asking, what's everyone's favorite song right now? Random question. I'll have to think about that for a second. Oh, a beautiful forehand +1 Andreescu that lands on the sideline, running Sakkari from side to side. And it is advantage for Andreescu. So saves a break, has another game point opportunity. Sweet Dreams is an all-time classic, no doubt. Gary saying to Max. Emma, I'm loving Where Have You Been by Rihanna. Really pumps me up, especially when the beat drops. I've been listening to a lot of her since the Super Bowl. Tennis Twit saying, come on, Maria, break back. She is trying, and she's going to have another shot because Bianca's backhand on the rally ball there goes long, and it is deuce once again in this game. So it's turning out to a pretty long game. Which profession are you into, Covey? So I've been doing some property management. So basically, I was doing music, and then I was also a realtor. I left real estate because I just was waking up unhappy going to work every day. I enjoyed certain aspects of it, like meeting people and going out. But then there's also this competitive aspect. I think I mentioned this in one of the streams, but I got a sale during a low time when I first started, within like 2 months or something. And a bunch of people in my office just hadn't made any sales recently. So someone, I come in all happy and someone's like, oh, how's it going? I was like, I made my first sale. And, like 20 minutes later, one of the managing brokers says, pulls me aside. It's like, Covey, some of these people haven't made a sale in 6 months. So, try and not say too much about it. And I was like, I want to celebrate my victories. I'm not here competing, trying to steal listings from people. Bianca with a forehand that goes haywire, very wide of the doubles even. I'm actually going to call that a shank, setting up another deuce in this game. So Bianca having a tough time on game points here. So I've been doing some property management stuff that she used to do, a couple properties that my parents bought over the years that we like rent out. So just kind of been doing that and getting into this tennis stuff. It's always been a hobby of mine, broadcasting, things like that. So basically music. And then I also am doing DoorDash lately for extra cash, which I love driving. So I've been doing that as well. So sorry to make it all about me, just answering the question, very long-winded. But yeah, so I'd say DoorDash, music, broadcasting, and property management are the things that I'm into. Andreescu, another advantage here. Oh my goodness, first serve was like 6 feet wide of the tee, maybe 4 feet, but it was still crazy wide. Emma saying, let's go Bianca. Seems like the Max shifted out of drive into neutral. Yeah. Neither player is taking the reins right now. A great approach shot. SAKKARI inside out forehand. Bianca tries to pass her, but that goes wide. We are back to deuce. This is officially has to be the longest game of the match, folks. I don't know how long. They haven't showed it, but 5 deuces. SAKKARI trying to fight her way back, trying to make it a 2-setter, trying to say, hey, I'm sick of our 3-set matches, Bianca. I want to end it in 2. SAKKARI with the Wilson racket. We got Bianca with the head. First serve into the net at deuce. Compliment King saying, can I call you Rose by the Sacred Souls? Haven't heard that one. I'll have to check it out. Backhand from Andreescu is a beauty, and then backhand SAKKARI couldn't handle that beauty, and it goes wide. So lots of unforced errors going on here, but no one is able to close out. And now Andreescu will have another shot, as it is advantage for her, trying to make it 5-2 for the last probably 7 minutes here. But Arya, you're a dentist here, huh? Aren't you like 17 though, or something like that? You're really young, I believe, aren't you? I don't know if you're joking. Let me know. All right, serve is good. Backhand return up the middle, and then the forehand from Andreescu. Again, super wide, and Tennis Twit with the perfect sentiment. Can someone please win 2 points in a row? Not yet, but yeah, very, very, very crazy. Because the misses on whenever someone has a game point, the misses are big. Funny. I'm glad I'm not working today. Great to be able to watch all the matches. Emma, you're a teacher, you said, right? You work with young kids. Block back return short ball. Bianca steps in and backhand up the line. Easy winner, and it is advantage Andreescu. Teaching assistant here. I love my job. Nice. My favorite song is Life Song by Casting Crowns. Cool. Did not, again, haven't heard that. I'm going to have to come back on the stream after and re-look up the chat and check out these songs. What's my current favorite song? I mean, I'm such a hip-hop guy generally. Oh, was that in? Oh, okay. No, I think it was out. The serve looked good, but it was called out. And SAKKARI actually hit a beautiful return. I thought that was a winner, but then I heard the out call. Second serve, good. Forehand return. Now forehand chop Andreescu. Forehand SAKKARI is haywire. And Andreescu finally holds. That was a long one. I want to say probably 7 or 8 minutes, if not more. And now it is 5-2 for the Canadian. She holds and she deserves a button.
Coming to the rescue. Ooh, Bianca Andreescu. Ooh, Bianca Andreescu.
Okay, Bianca Andreescu. All right, let's take a look at some scores. Any updates? Let's see. Sinner is playing against Laszlo Djere. They're on serve 4-all in the first set. Wu Yibing and Schwartzman on serve 2-1 Wu Yibing, but Schwartzman is currently serving. So they're still on serve. Women's side, we've got Buskova, Blinkova. Blinkova is up a set. However, Buskova has a 3-love lead in the second set. So it looks like she is up a break there, looking to consolidate for 4-love. We've got Vondrusova up a set, and they're on serve at 1-2 versus Kudermetova. Ons Jabeur down a set and a break to Gracheva. And that's unfortunate there for Jabeur, but she's still come back from injury. And Krejcikova, Sasnovich on serve 2-all in the first set. So there's a little update for you. Let me just grab my charger cable for my laptop, as we're getting a little low on the old battery life. Coming to the rescue. Okay. Haha, it's good here that I look so young. 33 here, and Covey, yes, I'm not joking. Dentist. Really? I thought you were telling... Maybe, you know, who is it? Snail then? Maybe remember on the chat, we had a chat and everyone was going by their age and everyone was surprising the crap out of everyone. And for some reason, I thought you were really young. But hey, awesome. That's really dope, Daria. You're a dentist. So when I come to India, I'm going to get some work done from you, my friend. First, I'm going to make a bet that I can race you on Juhu Beach. And whoever wins gets free dental work. Okay, let's see here. We are into game number 8, and SAKKARI quickly up 30 love. Not quite a teacher, but I help around the classroom and things like that. Very dope. Sean saying, my mom's a teacher, so I helped out a few times. It's a full-on job. Emma saying, I find it quite laid back at my school. Primary or secondary? And saying, Emma's I'm 23. So how old is Emma Raducanu? She's like 21. So you two have a lot in common. British, the name, age is similar. All right, good serve, but the return is even better. It's a clean winner, backhand inside out, Bianca. So 30-15, SAKKARI here. Emma saying, secondary, Sean, older kids are a bit easier to handle than the younger ones. How about a set if you beat me, free dental stuff for you, and if I win, a ticket to Laver Cup? I feel like it's a little imbalanced. But I mean, do I have to fly you over here too? That would actually be pretty good. That's a pretty good bet there. You know what? I might take you up on that. Am I wrong to think Maria is not long for this tournament, even if she wins today? That would be disappointing. I don't think you are, Gary. Until she shows us, she hasn't shown us, So being apprehensive, nothing wrong with that. Block back return from Andreescu lands on the baseline, but a beautiful forehand winner up the line from SAKKARI. And she wins, holds for 3-5. Now is when the pressure is on because Andreescu serving for the set. 33 is really young, Covey. No. I was under the impression that he was 17 years old because on one of our chats, there was a whole bunch of us. I mentioned that I'm 42 and everyone was like, oh, you seem younger. And then everyone was like, I'm this. And Lamberto's like, I'm 20 and Jean's 20 or something like, and then we found out. And so I thought that Taria said that he was 17. So I thought, but then he said he's 33 and I was like, oh, interesting. Cause he said he's a dentist. And I was like, how can you be a 17-year-old dentist? So he said he's 33. So that makes more sense. So I was mistaken there. Tennis Twit, nice hold, Maria, now break. I wonder if she can hear you. So far, Andreescu looking okay, though. First point goes to the Canadian. 15 love on her serve as she is trying to serve it out. And serve up the tee, and the return goes long. High lobbing return. And Andreescu now 30 love. 2 points away from level. Let's see if she can do it. Compliment King. Someone's about to get flown out. That'd be sweet if I had my own plane. Oh, man. That'd be so awesome. I'd fly to Miami if I did for this tournament. All right. First serve long from Andreescu at 30 love. Blockman 4, aka Skiing, is in the chat. Hi, Covey in chat. Welcome. Always great to have you, my friend. Bianca forehand goes long, and she doesn't look happy about that, but I'm sure she'll get over it. 30-15, still a couple points from the set. Let's see. Sean saying, yeah, secondary is better. Probably. I miss those days of school. Funniest times of my life. Do you say funniest or funnest? Funniest, yeah. Jabeur receiving a medical timeout. Uh-oh. That's keep us posted on that, Gene. I, of course, can't go back and forth there. Andreescu wins it. And it is now double set point 40-15 to level the match. Can she do it? She'll have 2 opportunities. I think it's easier with older kids because of maturity and that they're not as loud as younger children, so I don't have to deal with the headaches. Yeah, with the younger kids, especially like primary age, like they're running around like crazy, and it's constant movement, and yeah, it must be tough. You must have a lot of patience, I believe, if you're going to be like a kindergarten through like grade 2, 3 sort of teacher. Taria asking, how old am I? 42 years old, my friend. Okay, second serve is good. Backhand up the line. It's a hard one, but Bianca blocks that back. Desperation, good defense. Now SAKKARI, forehand volley at the net. And then Bianca tries to go over her head, but SAKKARI rips that. And Andreescu, that was in? Oh, my goodness. So she tries to put it over SAKKARI's head. SAKKARI does a little overhead. And then she does like an overhead jumping forehand, and then Andreescu blocked it. I thought it went long, but it landed in, and there's your set, folks. So Andreescu is going to go for an outfit change. I think she just mentioned to the umpire. So, yeah, she's going to go change her kit. She might be too sweaty in the heat over in Miami. Let's see here. Emma saying Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube viewers all here. Yes, you're right. Covey, I remember that conversation about age. I stand by my statement. 33 is really young. No, I hear you. I agree with you for sure. Like I said, I'm 42, but I've never felt older than 21 ever in my life. And I sincerely mean that. What a get, Bianca. Yeah, I thought that was long. Really crazy. Looks like it's for a back injury, Covey. The back is still bothering her. Unfortunate. Okay, folks, since Andreescu is going to go for a kit change, I'm going to use the facilities. I'm going to put you on a little bit of our best of 2022 highlights. So take a look, and I'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Don't go anywhere, folks. And by the way, please do give us a like and a subscribe. If you are new, we really, really appreciate all the eyes and ears that check out our channel, folks. Be right back.
There should be no special rules for Novak Djokovic at all.
Hey, welcome back, tennis fans. Here we are for something groundbreaking. Some might call it trial of the century. Some might call it trial of all time.
We did not expect to be covering the first Djokovic watch-along of the year, and he's not playing an opponent. He's playing him against the state. Shout out to everyone joining us. Of course, we've never had so many people in the live chat. I feel like this is the perfect opportunity to bring all 23,000 of you up to date with what's happened so far.
Did not think by the third set Ben would be rooting for Rafa and JG would be wishing it's all over. Yeah, a bit weird.
I mean, I just want the pain to end.
I don't even care if he's crawling on his knees and hitting the ball over the net by the fifth. If he gets there, it'll be incredible.
I'm just calling it as it is. I'm trying to be objective watching the match, and he's lost the match. What do you want me to do?
He hasn't lost it. He's still in it. Why do you keep saying he's lost it?
You think, okay, put a bet on then. What odds would you get on Rafa 2 sets down?
8.
Stick a bet on. Seeing as he's not out.
I was just disappointed you're not supporting your man.
No, you're being delusional, Ben. Just grow up.
Not supporting
Stop
your
being so
man.
delusional.
Not supporting your man. Come on, you guys. What are you doing? I feel like I'm rallying for all of the Rafa fans out there now. Crazy.
Yeah, because you just need to grow up, mate. Like, be realistic.
I've watched tennis many times. I've seen comebacks many times.
Okay. You see Medvedev lose from this position? Don't think so.
But anything can happen.
It's too good! He's done it! Rafael Nadal has won his 21st Grand Slam. He's beaten Daniel Medvedev 7-5 in the 5th set. It's just been an absolute epic occasion. I can't believe he's done it. Rafael Nadal.
What?
Second time Australian Open champion. Vamos!
Djokovic.
Oh.
He's down the line!
Carlos Alcaraz has won! He is in the final! JG's it! He has done it! Vamos! Carlos Alcaraz beats Novak Djokovic in the Madrid semi-finals! I've never quite seen anything quite like this because
and she doesn't need him! She doesn't need him! She falls to the floor! Iga Swiatek has won another Grand Slam! Amazing! Look at the emotion all over her face.
Yes,
they embrace at the net. Wow!
Oh, Marin Cilic hits the forehand down the line. Oh my gosh! And we have match point, ladies and gentlemen.
John, Game to Love Podcast. When you say you were confused about your tactics, what do you mean?
It's into the net and
He's done it! He's done it! Novak Djokovic has won Wimbledon. Not lost here since 2017.
Oh! An ace! It's just ace number 5 of the match. Carlos Alcaraz has come through in 5. My partner has literally just woken up for work and I've not been to bed yet.
Yes! He's done it! Carlos Alcaraz! And look at him on the floor crying.
So
he's
good.
Sobbing. He's thrown the racket.
Oh.
What a day for Carlos Alcaraz. He wins the...
What a day for Carlos Alcaraz. And that was our highlights from 2022. Thank you for your patience, folks. Emma saying, oh, Jabeur. They did a stream on Novak in court. Yeah, not on court, in court. That was actually before I knew Ben and JG, but it's crazy when he says the 23,000 people in the chat. Imagine, that is so crazy. When I started school, there were no plastic bottles, says GSL. Think about that for a moment. Wow. You know what? The plastic bottles have some weird kind of hormone. I actually always use glass bottles now because, yeah, plastic, I think there's something about estrogen leaks in if it sits in there too long or something. I don't know. Emma saying, I bet JG felt like an idiot watching that back. Yeah, it was kind of funny how Ben Ben was the one who's actually more of a Djokovic fan, was the one who was rallying for Rafa there. So that just shows how much they love tennis, you know. Ben has redeemed himself for me. Emma, he didn't give up on Rafa and was genuinely celebrating for him when he won AO 2022. Emma, wait, David? I've seen him in quality shot tennis. He's a girl commentator too? Oh, I think you mean GTL commentator too? Yeah, GTL. Yeah, David is. I haven't seen him on Quality Shot, although I haven't watched. I don't think I've watched that. Emma, I think that was Megan, one of the best commentators of 2022. Tennis Twit, I've never seen a Megan stream. She's really quick. She speaks really fast and she's very accurate. Really worth checking out, honestly. Yeah, one of my favorites for sure. Especially during the actual play-by-play call. Her mind just works so fast. It's really, really cool to see. Ted Nervander saying, yes, 3-set and a win 4-6. Okay. For who? You had SAKKARI, I believe, right, Ted, at the beginning? That's what you said. I heard from viewers she's on break. Tennis Twit, never seen her either. Gary, Tennis Twit, Megan hasn't commented in 2023. I hope she returns at least a few times. You'll love her. Daria saying, I actually started watching because of you. I don't know Ben and others. Oh, really? That's very flattering, Daria. I did not know that. I thought that I was. I definitely would have not assumed that I was the first person you'd seen, but yeah, thank you for that, Daria. That's very kind words. Okay, thanks, guys. Says Tennis Twit. Megan is still great. GTL get good commentators, says Sean. Yeah, for sure. Who are some of the best commentators? Yeah, Megan's really good. David's really good. Roland's really good. Those are the main ones that I've seen. I'm trying to think if there's anyone else that I've seen. Obviously, Ben and JG are the top dogs in terms of recruiting and setting up the streams and all that stuff. And of course, they are really good at calling them as well, as evidenced by the Indian Wells finals on the men's and women's side, as well as some of the semifinals as well. I think they did Iga versus Rebecca in a semifinal. Yeah, but anyways, Tennis Twit saying, wow, there's a whole bunch of you. I just thought it was you, Ben, and JG. So I'm one of those guys who I started with these guys in November, and I just loved it. By the way, just the kit change is still going on. In case you're wondering why I'm not commentating, it's not because I'm being lazy. It's because there's no tennis to commentate right now. Yeah, so I started in November with the guys, and ever since I got a bearing. So from November, there wasn't really much, obviously. I did a little bit of the year-end championships. I actually called the Garcia Sabalenka final of the year-end championships. And then there was pretty much a break until Australian Open. When Australian Open started, I told the guys, I was like, I'm ready. Just give me any matches you can, any matches you want. And so I started taking on just tons and tons because I wanted more experience and I was just really enjoying myself. So that's probably one of the reasons that you've seen me a lot, is because I've just rarely say no to matches. And also, the last couple tournaments have been right in my time zone. So I don't have to worry about, being up at 4 a.m. like some of, for example, like the night match tonight, if Ben and JG wanted to do that, that'd be like 2-3 a.m. start for them. So obviously they would ask me. And, for me, it's like, 8 p.m. or 6 p.m. or something. So, yeah, there you go. We are back, by the way. SAKKARI serving first in set number 3. Serve is up. Serve is good. Backhand return up the middle. Now backhand SAKKARI. Forehand ANDREESCU. Forehand SAKKARI. Backhand ANDREESCU. A little bit of a moon ball. And the backhand from SAKKARI goes long. First point of set 3 goes to Bianca. Love 15. Sean saying Liam is the funniest when he pops up once a year. Liam, I I definitely seen the name in our chat, but I'm not sure that I've seen one of them. If you want to see Megan at her best, search for GTL stream Alcaraz Sinner US Open. Yeah, there's a little highlight of that in there. And a short ball for Sakkari, and she rips it forehand inside out wide. So real quick here, Andreescu up love 30. I even heard Rogers coming for Wimbledon as a commentator. Yeah, well, I'm hearing that's possible. I don't know if that's confirmed yet. I remember about a month ago hearing that there was talks about that. That would be great. Tennis Twit, thanks, Gary. Cubby is carving his own Hall of Fame path. Thank you. Anyone going to Roland Garros? Not I. It's a little bit of a trek for me. Not this year, at least. But the goal for my life is to go to all the majors, which I haven't gone to any yet. Okay, Sakkari second serve at love 30, and a nice deep return from Bianca, but a good scoop from Sakkari, pushes it back and forces an error from Bianca Andreescu. It's 15-30 on the Sakkari serve here. So, how is the new kit? Asking Blockman for. So the kit that Sakkari is wearing is the same kit that Rybakina has been wearing all through Indian Wells. It's a one-piece dress one-piece dress. It's got light colors on top. It's got some, actually blue, white, blue, tan, orange, and then tan, and then white. So it kind of goes from one back to the other. Oh, a beautiful return winner from Bianca. She steps around a backhand, inside out forehand, very great angle, and it is 15-40 here. So double break point very early in this set for Bianca. Looking good, and good positive body language to her box after that point. Okay, serve is good, and short ball return from Bianca, and Sakkari pulls the backhand into the open court, and that's a winner. 30-40, saves one break point, but facing another still. Thanks for the kind words, by the way, Gary. I really appreciate that. So the kit, now Blockman, are you talking about the new kits for like Iga and them, or just the kits of these players? But yeah, Sakkari is rocking the same dress that Rybakina wears. It's the Adidas, and Andreescu is just rocking teal tight shorts and tank top Nike with a white Nike visor. And Bianca approach shot to the backhand of Sakkari, who goes into the net, and the break is Bianca's to start off set number 3. Okay, Yannick wins the first set 6-4 and is leading, so he's up a set and a break, it looks like, says Max. Let's do a little changeover update on the scores. Krejcikova is now up 1 set to love, and they are just kicking off set number 2. Gracheva still up a set and a break on Jabeur. Vondrousova up a set and a break on Kudermetova. And Blinkova is up a set and on... Oh, up a set and down a break to Boskova. On the men's, yeah, Sinner is up a set and 2 love, and Schwartzman and Wu Yibing tied at 4 in the first set. Okay, good serve from Bianca, and forehand to forehand, and now a moon ball forehand from Bianca goes long, love 15 on the serve of Andreescu. I like what you did there, the compliment king. Are you kidding me? I kit a lot. I'm all about the kits. I'm a kitter. Daria, so Monte Carlos is where we'll see Djokovic, Carlos, Nadal. You betcha, unless anything happens before then. That's going to be it. First serve long, second serve Bianca, love 15 is good. Backhand Sakkari, backhand Bianca, backhand slice from Bianca. Now forehand Sakkari, forehand Bianca, forehand Sakkari is long, 15 all. Quiet crowd here. Sun is shining. in beautiful Miami. I'm assuming it's beautiful. I've never been there, but by all accounts and every photo I've ever seen, looks gorgeous out there. First serve into the net, Bianca. There's some video of Rafa surfacing there. He's looking really good in his training session, so good to see that as well. Second serve is good. Great return up the line from SAKKARI, and Bianca can't handle that. And it is now 15-30. SAKKARI just must be a beast in the gym. She's always looking super fit and super like toned, the muscles and all that stuff. See, that's the thing. You know, she works extremely hard off the court. You kind of feel bad for her as she doesn't have that killer instinct yet. She's hopefully will have the chance to develop it. Horrendous drop shot attempt from Bianca on the +1, and wow, that was really, really bad. It went landed wide of the doubles alley, and it is now double break point for SAKKARI right away. So these two like their boomerang breaks, folks. That's when one person gets broken, and then right away the next person breaks right back. All right, first serve is good. Short ball return, SAKKARI, and then Andreescu goes cross court. He didn't do that much with it. She didn't put it away. SAKKARI actually got to it, but hit it into the top part of the net. But I'd say Andreescu got away with one there. I'm gonna switch ears with these ear pods. Okay. Breakpoint number 2 here. First serve is long. Second serve is good. Backhand return up the middle. Forehand Andreescu. Backhand SAKKARI. Forehand Andreescu. Backhand SAKKARI. Forehand Andreescu. Forehand SAKKARI. Backhand Andreescu. Backhand SAKKARI. Backhand Andreescu. Forehand SAKKARI. Backhand Andreescu is wide and break right back for the Greek. We are on serve again at 1-all here in the decider. All right. So Andreescu breaks to open the set. SAKKARI breaks right back, and we are all tied at 1, as even as you can be after 2 sets and 2 games here. Here comes serve from SAKKARI. Tosses up. Serve is good. Return up the line, and it's a winner from Andreescu. And love 15 here. Nice little split step. Shoots over to the right and strikes the ball outside of the doubles alley, brings the ball in just inside the sideline and baseline, and SAKKARI couldn't recover from her serve quick enough to get to that. Here we go. Andreescu now, SAKKARI now serving. Oh, the serve was long, right at the body of Andreescu, and she blocked it, didn't hit her, and then she fell over and landed flat on her back. She's totally fine, but she just kind of, it's like right at the body. The serve was long by like 2 feet, but right at the body, and she blocked it and then laid down for a second for good measure. Okay, second serve, good. Backhand return, backhand SAKKARI. Forehand Andreescu is a lob. SAKKARI, it lands deep. SAKKARI makes it a winner. Up the line forehand, 30-15. Okay, 29 likes and 27 people in, so that's pretty good. Max saying, I hope the Roland Garros atmosphere is wonderful. I'm sure it will be. I think last year there was a lot of, was there rain a few times? I hope that the weather's a little better. I recall there being some rain delays last year. Imagine organizing these big major tournaments and you have all these crazy amounts of delays, and then you have to reschedule. It's just crazy. It's just a wonder that they get through it all. All right, 30-15, second serve, return. Serve is good, return is good, and then the +1 SAKKARI backhand, easy backhand winner up the line. Andreescu didn't even go for that. She was expecting the ball to come back cross court. Good disguise there from SAKKARI. I believe they do not. I think maybe on Philippe Chatrier, the main court, they do, but not generally. Yeah. Okay, forehand from Andreescu. Backhand SAKKARI goes long, setting up another break point. I don't feel like Andreescu's like earned the break point in this game. I feel like SAKKARI is the one who's giving up the chances that have led to this break point. That's just my opinion there, but yeah. Okay, can Andreescu break again? Let's see. First serve is long, so she will face a second serve. SAKKARI, 41%. Second serve is 1, so she's got a better than 50% chance here. Serve is good. Backhand return, cross court, and it's a winner. And a yell, a big yell from the Canadian to her box. And she is up 2-1. So far, no one has been able to hold here in set number 3. Andreescu is... They're still... oops, let me hit the break button. Yeah, so Andreescu up a break 2-1 and will serve right after this changeover.
Coming to the rescue. Ooh, Bianca Andreescu. Ooh, Bianca Andreescu.
Gary saying the girls are pumping the brakes in this set so far. I like what you did there. The brakes. Spelled breaks. Like tennis breaks. Like give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. The slow-mo lion's roar from Andreescu there. Imagine that Steph, Sasha, Rafa, Carlos, and Nole are all healthy for Roland Garros. Holy moly, Batman. Yeah, I think so far Steph is the only one who's injured. And Sasha's still finding his form, although I feel like every week, every match, he's getting better. So I anticipate that he'll be close to fully back by then. I hope he is. And I think in Madrid, I think he never lost in Madrid till he lost the final to Alcaraz. So he might have a shot to go deep there as well in the Masters. Okay. Players are waiting for the crowd to take their seats. Andreescu will serve up a break at 2-1 in the deciding third set. First serve is good. Forehand return is very wide, and it is 15-love Bianca Andreescu. Okay. Here's Bianca. First serve at 15-love is good. She actually took some pace and just got it in. She made it. That looked like a second serve. And then her +1 backhand goes into the net. Very odd choice of serve. Normally, if you take speed off, you get an angle, but she just took the speed off and put it right up the gut, and it was just like a second serve on her first serve. Very interesting. Anyways, 15 all. Nice. First serve is an ace up the tee, 30-15. Gary, it's a pump up the jam in the tennis courts. Emma, the pizza is taking... Oh, you haven't got it yet, huh? The margarita pizza. The cheese might be hardened already by now. Why is there a paid thing to join GTL? What additional things we get to see? You know what? That's a good question. That's something I have to ask Ben and JG. I know that the super chat, you have more access to like emojis and things like that. And you also have ability to comment where other people can't, I believe. If anyone in the chat can answer that, please help out, because that's something I should be better versed in. SAKKARI with a beautiful backhand up the line, and Bianca gets a racket on it, but it goes sideways, and it is 30 all. Low energy to start this second set, or at least right now, it feels like there's a lull, not from either player in terms of level, but just the pace of this match right now. Like, Bianca's taking a while between points. There's not that much rhythm going on. Kind of stop and start feeling sort of match right now. Serve out wide and the return into the net. So it is now 40-30 game point. Andreescu looking to consolidate the break. It's Musical Max today. Sean, yeah, but Liam is busy with the Liquidator podcast. Daria saying, really, who pays for emoji? I don't think it's just emojis. It's other stuff as well. So don't quote me on that, because I don't want to say the wrong thing. But yeah, anyone who is a paid subscriber, if you are, let us know what perks you get. Okay, second serve at 40-30. Serve is good. Backhand return up the middle. Forehand Bianca. Forehand SAKKARI. Forehand Bianca. Backhand SAKKARI. Forehand chop from Bianca. Drop shot SAKKARI. Bianca gets to it and puts it across and gets the win. Lands on the ground, literally on her butt, with the legs spread open after she raced that down and fell over. And it is a good hold, and it's a consolidation for a 3-1 lead. Yeah, so Andreescu does like the forehand kind of chop slice, and then the drop shot from the forehand cross court to SAKKARI, and Andreescu chases it down and knocks it cross court, across the body of herself and SAKKARI over the net, and then slides, falls on her butt, and not really doing the splits, but yeah, and then a huge little... So SAKKARI now down a break, 1-3 in the decider. Big moments coming up here. SAKKARI needs to be careful. If she gets broken one more time, I would say that it could be curtains for her. Okay, serve is good. Return up the middle. Now backhand from Bianca. Forehand SAKKARI. Forehand Bianca. That's a looper. Forehand SAKKARI goes wide, and it's love 15. She better find her range quickly here, or she may be in trouble. SAKKARI now love 15 on her serve. Owns lost. No, I'm sad for her, says Max. Margarita Max from Emma. Ben's in the house. Son of Robin Records. Let's go, BB, he says. Whoa, when you are a GTL member, your comments are highlighted in the chat for the commentators to make note of. Besides that, it's really just a contribution to the channel. And Ben, if you have anything to add, because Daria was asking what additional things do we get to join GTL. So if you have anything else there, Ben, let me know. And Gary's saying we members do get recognized a lot if you think about it. Yeah, I do see. Yeah, you do have the S beside your name there for super chat. Oh, Bianca. Was that in? It was in. Oh, wow. So a backhand from Bianca Andreescu up the line. And it half the ball was in, half the ball was out, but it doesn't matter if even 1% is in. But the reaction from Andreescu was very weird. She looked like she didn't win it. Anyways, triple break point here. Massive point in the match, folks. Very, very big point in the match. Second serve now as well for Andreescu to take a look at. Here we go. She's up a break already, is Andreescu. Serve is good. Backhand return. Ooh, very long. It was a kick serve that had a high kick, and Andreescu had to make contact well above her shoulder, and she launched that one a little long. However, only one of them have been saved. 2 more breakpoint opportunities for our girl, Bianca Andreescu. First serve is good. Backhand return up the middle. Now backhand again. Now we got a short ball for SAKKARI. Oh, no! It was a short ball for SAKKARI inside the service line. All she had to do was put it cross court, but she dumps it into the net. And Andreescu now up a double break, 4-1. This could get out of hand here, folks. Good job for the Canadians.
Coming to the rescue. Ooh, Bianca Andreescu. Ooh, Bianca Andreescu.
We got Sean adding, saying, as members, we get free tickets to Federer's backyard where he practices with Sampras every other day. Yeah, definitely really, really good value to see those two play. Kathy M. Hey, everyone, late to the party. Welcome, Kathy. Thank you for sending that that link earlier today. I'm going to check it out when I have some time. LMAO Sean, what a comment to enter to. Gary saying, official statement to all members. You will now have exclusive access to live chat features for all live podcasts and draw previews. This should give you guys more of a voice on the channel. Another one. Who has the best kick serve? Gosh, that's a really good question. I mean, on the women's side, I actually don't mind SAKKARI's. She does put a lot of kick on it. I'm trying to think, does Rebekina... I haven't really noticed like a big jumping kick on hers. Neither Saba. They have more forward power. Carlitos, I really like his. He goes that super out wide, playing around with that. John Isner, of course, and of Kyrgios can also put some really good kick on it with his height. Those are the ones that pop up to mind. Djokovic comes up just because he's such a great server. But the one thing that Djokovic had trouble against Alcaraz, the more they play, I think he will learn and adjust to it. But Alcaraz does put that ball really high, and Djokovic was having a tough time hitting those high balls above his shoulder. All right, Bianca with a good serve. Now we got a rally going here. Backhand to backhand SAKKARI, forehand Andreescu, swinging volley SAKKARI. Andreescu gets to that, but it will go wide, and it is love 15. So yeah, that's my answer, Daria. I'd say Kyrgios, Isner, SAKKARI, Alcaraz. I'm definitely missing some others on the women's side. I'm trying to think if Garcia. I know Garcia gets a lot of aces, but I don't know about her second serve for the kick. The kick. It doesn't have to necessarily be a second serve either. It could be first serve kicker as well. But yeah, maybe Goff. I think Goff might have a pretty good kicker from her doubles playing. Yeah. Okay, it's love 30 as Andreescu goes forehand long on the +1, long and wide. So SAKKARI, she's down double break. So lots of work to do, but if she can get a break here, that will eliminate half of it. Kathy is saying Carlos Nole said so. Okay, there you go. That's a pretty good authority on returns, too. Beautiful serve up the tee. Backhand block from Sakkari goes wide. So good recovery from Love 30. But still lots of work to do for Andreescu as she is down 15-30. Cloudy day in Vancouver, but some sun's coming out. So if I look in the right spot, I'm sure there's a rainbow to be seen somewhere. Okay, Andreescu first serve is wide. Got a second coming up. Emma welcoming Kathy to the chat. Oh, double fault. Andreescu setting up a double break point for Sakkari. Andreescu looking slightly frustrated, but nothing too bad. Sean saying, Gary, you've missed some great matches. I think Federer's knee is fine after all. Honey. All right. Andreescu, good serve. Forehand return. Now backhand Andreescu. Forehand Sakkari. Backhand Andreescu. Forehand Sakkari. Forehand chop Andreescu. Backhand Sakkari. Cross court. It's a winner, and she breaks right back. The old boomerang break once again. Emma saying, come on, Bianca. Kathy in here saying, when Carlos beat him in Madrid, Novak said that kick serve jumped up so much on the clay and the altitude. Yeah, I remember he was having a tough time getting the timing on that. And I think it was also because he was still coming back, although he was mostly the way back. I wouldn't say he was 100% back, but I think the next tournament in Rome was the one he ended up winning. All right, Sakkari 15 love here. Trying to get this momentum, trying to keep this momentum after the break. First serve into the net. Here comes a second. 2 hours and 35 minutes in here, folks. So it's been quite a long battle. Backhand Andreescu, forehand Sakkari goes long. 15 all here. Okay, here we go. Serve at 15 all is good. Block back return. Now backhand Sakkari. Block back again. Some good defense from Andreescu, but that short ball was eaten and gobbled up by Sakkari into the forehand open court, and it is 30-15. Yes, Carlos pulled out of Rome last year. Yes, he did. Yeah, he had just won Madrid, and he wanted a little break before the French Open. So he won Miami last year. Then he lost in the first round to Korda in Monte Carlo, but that was like 4 days after he won in Miami. So, going from hard to clay, time zone from, North America, Europe. Beautiful forehand +1 Sakkari, 40-15 here. So she looks stronger in this service game than she has in this set so far. Yeah, so then he played Monte Carlo, lost in the first round to Korda, won Barcelona, won Madrid, pulled out of Rome, and then lost in the quarters, I think, to Zverev. In Roland Garros did Alcaraz. Gary, I want to see the Big Four play badminton in one of their backyards. That would be funny. Okay, first serve. Second serve there. Sakkari is a good one out wide, but her +1 goes wide. So not out of the woods, but it's 40-30. Still game point Sakkari. Daria asking, so Carlos match is right after this? No, not after this. After this, we'll have the Fritz versus Nava, the All-American battle. After that match will be Alcaraz. So it was actually scheduled to start in 15 minutes, the Alcaraz match, but it's probably not going to start for at least 2.5 hours, I'm thinking now, barring some sort of injury or whatever. or retirement. Okay, Bianca now into it with Sakkari. Sakkari with a beautiful great defense from Bianca. Oh, wow. So Sakkari ripped a beautiful cross-court forehand, and then Bianca hit a running squash style. I thought it was going to go into the net, but just lofted over, and Sakkari couldn't handle that, bumps it long, and now from 40-15, Sakkari finds herself a deuce. She needs to be very careful because potentially Bianca 6 points away from this match, folks. Kathy, Rublev did such a cute interview on the Tennis Channel desk with Prakash. Talked about his clothing line. Rublev is so boyishly charming, and he is self-deprecating about his English. All right, so Andreescu with the backhand goes long, blocked back on the defense. And so Sakkari has another game point here. Squandered away a couple already. Surprisingly, my date didn't run away yet. I don't know how. Funny. Kathy, Rublev also mentioned trying to control his mentality and attitude. Kathy, Manoris, did you tie him up so he couldn't? Funny. Beautiful serve out wide. Cross-court return Andreescu, and Sakkari had the entire up the line. She tried to go for it, but just put it wide. She didn't even need to go close. She could have been 3 or 4 feet inside the sideline and still won because Bianca was pulled so far off the court. Sometimes you gotta not go for those thin margins. Okay, serve is good. Return is good. Now we got backhand Andreescu. Backhand Sakkari is wide again. And this sets up a break point for Andreescu. If she can win this next point, she will have the opportunity to serve out the match. Pizza has finally arrived for Emma. Daria, please tell me someone like Jim. I really like how he interviews. Yeah, Jim's a great interviewer. There's an interview with him and Carlitos after Indian Wells. You could check that out. It's about 8 minutes. I saw that right after. Manor saying, Emma, bon appetit. Kathy, I'm off fattening cards. Same here. I haven't had any bread, any rice, or anything in like 2 weeks, believe it or not. The serve is up the tee. Bianca blocks it, but it goes into the net. By the way, folks, Diego Schwartzman has taken the first set off of Wu Yibing. So, also, Popper and Van de Zandschulp, there are on serve early in set number 1. Sinner has taken out Laszlo Djere straight sets. That was a pretty quick one. Sakkari at deuce here. First serve goes into the net. We got a second coming up. Okay, right to the body serve, but a nice block return from Andreescu. And then she hits a backhand that lands on the baseline, and Sakkari tried to scoop that up, but couldn't get it over the net. So setting up another break point for Andreescu. KC, are you losing weight, Covey? No. So basically, my doctor told me that my blood sugar is very high, and I've been an athlete my whole life, but I had a basically 2-year spell recently, not now, but about another serve is a good one, and then the return goes into the net from Andreescu. So back to deuce. So basically, my doctor is saying it's not confirmed, but I might be a diabetic, and I just found this out recently. And I mean, I love food. I always have eaten whatever I wanted, and I played sports, and I was always able to burn it off, no problem. But so now I'm having another serve into the body. Andreescu gets out of the way, but not enough to get it back over, and now Sakkari advantage. So yeah, it's kind of messed with my head a little bit because I've never had. Basically, the doctor was like, I recommend that you have to take a pill every morning and night for the rest of your life, and I was like, I'm not gonna pay for pills just so I can eat junk food. I'm gonna just change my diet. So I have completely changed my diet. Nice return up the middle, and Sakkari just shanks that, actually. So it's back to deuce. Where's that shank button at? Come on, Shanky. Shank you very much. Oh, there it is. Okay, here we go. Deuce. Serve is just wide. Yeah, so basically I've been drinking like with alcohol, I'll only have like clear liquor, and I'm not much of a drinker, but yeah, clear liquor or zero sugar wine. Here we go, second serve. Is a double fault, setting up third break point here. And so yeah, no, I haven't had any pizza. I've had one slice of bread in the last 2 weeks. The only thing that I'm going to allow myself to have once a month is a bag of movie popcorn because I love movie popcorn. But yeah, and another thing is, for a couple of years after my mother had a stroke, I was pretty much a little bit depressed and stuff, and didn't work out at all. Just stayed at home, making sure she was okay, and it really affected. So basically, 2 years of not really treating myself great undid like 40 years of being an athlete, and it really kind of shook me. So that's kind of been where I'm at, but I'm all good. I'm feeling great. All right, here we go. Back to Deuce. Oh, the return lands off the baseline, and Sakkari's got a backhand. Now backhand Andreescu. Drop shot Sakkari. Andreescu gets to it, but that goes well long. So Deuce number 6 ends with Sakkari winning the point and advantage for her. Daria saying, "Oh man, you should try high altitude running treks." And the interesting thing is, I didn't have like an episode where I fainted and then I had to go to the doctor and they said, "Oh, you have high sugar." It was just, I was like, "Oh, I turned 40, I should do like a checkup." And then he did the checkup and told me. So I feel totally fine. However, I do have to, and I've done some research. You can reverse that. You can reverse your blood sugar if you change your diet. The thing is, most people don't. So doctors are like, "Oh, take these pills and you can keep eating how you eat, but you got to keep taking these pills." And I'm like, I'm not paying just so I can eat junk food. Backhand return from Bianca is a clean winner. So again, Deuce number 7 here. This is turning out to be quite a long game. KC, I was wondering what made you get the blood sugar. Yeah, it wasn't any episode. It wasn't anything like that. So, and I've been a vegetarian my whole life. I've never eaten any meat. So generally pretty healthy. But then for the last couple of years, late night, and have some chips. And, I'm not a big pop guy. I've been drinking like diet pop and stuff. But even that stuff, I'm just all on the water now, as you can tell. But I do like a glass of wine here and there. And I found some good zero sugars. Nice little forehand to forehand. Sakkari ripper, and Bianca tries to squash shot, but it goes into the net. Advantage Sakkari again. This is turning out to be another really long game, folks. Who will gut it out? KC saying, "Good for you. Thank you very much." And Kathy saying, "Yes, you can. I reverse high blood pressure too by changing my diet." Yeah, honestly, it's just retraining the body. There's something about like, Sakkari with a nice forehand up the middle, and then backhand Andreescu goes wide. And there it is, folks. The hold from Sakkari, and it's a good one. Let's give her some love. Daria saying stress also a factor behind it. Yeah. My mom having the stroke was a really, really life-changing event for me. It really shook my being. And definitely I could say that was a big stressor. Kathy, thank you. Diet pop in many ways worse than regular. So basically I saw my doctor a few weeks ago and he said, "Okay, I recommend you take these pills, start now." I refused. He doesn't know that yet, but I told him I might not take it. I'm going to think about it. And I'm going to go see him in about 3 weeks, April 13th, I believe. Yeah, my mom's birthday is when I go see him. So I'm going to take another test a week before that to check my levels. They'll send it to him. Then he's going to see where they're at. And then I'm going to take it from there. But I was going to ask him about diet pop because I don't really take pop. But when I do, I started taking diet. But then I stopped because I was like, you know what? I'm going to ask him first or speak to a dietitian because when you look online, you'll find any answer you're really looking for. So Gene is back. Tennis Twit asking Kathy, what dietary changes did you make, Kathy? Sean saying, I wouldn't worry too much. Some people abuse their bodies. Sakkari coming back asking KC. Well, let's see here. She's still down a break, but she is within touching distance. And that last service game was really good for her momentum and energy, I think. Kathy saying, I stopped eating junk. I changed to 16-hour fast, 16 hours no food, 8 hours to eat, and not eat too much. Nature saying Gracheva won. Okay, so Ons is out. Wow, hours do you eat what hours do you eat between, asks Tennis Twit, and what do you typically eat, Kathy? Manor saying Schwartzman won the tiebreak and then called the physio. Oh, okay. All right, Andreescu now serving at 4-3 up a break in the decider. Oh, beautiful serve up the tee, and then a high lobby return, a desperation, and Bianca runs up to it and swinging volleys that into oblivion. 15-love. And my date is still here. I'm impressed, Manor. So they're just watching the stream with you, Manor? Gary saying we would never put anything but the right motor oil in our car engines, then look at what we put in our bodies. Human beings are a strange lot. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And the funny thing, it's, sometimes you want like a bag of chips or whatever. And, when I was playing hockey 5 days a week, college hockey, I could eat literally anything I wanted to because I was burning so many more calories than I was taking in. But then, I had that period where it was not the case, and it really unfortunate. But I am, like I said, I am an athlete. I play tennis, I play pickleball. So got a close call here. Sakkari requesting a review, but it was a couple inches long. 30-15 Andreescu. Now these service games are getting more and more complicated here. All right, Andreescu. First serve goes wide. Second serve here at 30-15. Okay, second serve is good. Backhand return straight into the net from Sakkari. 40-15. Andreescu inching closer here to the finish line. My food arrived, says Manor. And Emma's did too. Gary saying, my dad lived by the simple rule, everything in moderation. He ate literally everything there was to eat, but rarely, if ever, abused. Yeah, I think during this time when I was, I basically felt like I was chained to my house because I couldn't leave too far. I couldn't leave my mom alone. So I just felt, and so from there, and you're not making food, you just go get some, junk food, throw some junk carbs in there, starchy food, and it just added up. And it, like I said, unfortunate, but I really believe I can turn it around. And Andreescu with a lob attempt as Maria's at the net, and she totally shanks that overhead. A really bad one, and Andreescu holds for 5-3. Okay. Daria saying, I'm getting a pop-up, send 200 stars to pin your comment here. Didn't really understood that. I'm not sure there as well. Sorry about that, Daria. Kathy saying, my job is crazy hours, so I don't have a regular schedule, which would be better. So whenever my last meal of the day, 4, 5, 6, and not eat for 16 hours. So it's a rolling schedule. Got you. Okay, we got Sakkari at the net. And she hits one overhead. Bianca pops that back, and the second one she puts away. So Sakkari is up 15-love. Kathy saying, my athletic days are over, but my job life is very physical. Used to have abs. Sean, no matter how you eat in your 60s, as a woman, abs are. And then the emoji. Oh, gosh, hummus. I love hummus. Kathy mentioned here. I just eat healthier hummus instead of dip. And raw veggies instead of chips. That's exactly what I've been doing. I've been cutting up cucumbers and carrots and just eating. I love hummus like crazy. I also like tzatziki, although that's kind of fatty as well, so I don't have as much of that. Shank return off the serve from Bianca. Sakkari is up 30 love here. So she looks determined to have Bianca at least serve it out, feel that pressure. But yeah, Kathy, how good are cucumbers and carrots? Oh, they're so good. They're nature's chips. They're crunchy. They're delicious. I also like ants on a log. Backhand from Bianca up the line, and Sakkari can't handle that. That goes in the net. So 30-15. If you don't know, ants on a log are where you take a piece of celery and then you fill the U with peanut butter and then put raisins on top. And then you just eat it. It's a really good snack. I had them when I was a kid, and I've been having them again. Okay, Sakkari, first serve into the net at 30-15. Here's the second. Jean saying, looks like Andreescu going to get her biggest win since beating Kvitova in Guadalajara. Okay. And good serve, chop back return, and Andreescu tried to go cross court. So what happened was the return was short. Sakkari approaches, pushes it up the line, and as she's making her way to the net, Bianca tries to go cross court winner and just hits it wide. So Sakkari is up 40-15, double game point. KC saying cauliflower rice. I actually haven't had that, but we have a package of it downstairs. Someone got from my mom recently. So I'm gonna try some. Have you tried it? Is it good? I love cauliflower. I love broccoli. Also like asparagus, but I like the top of the spears, not the bottom part, the stem. Serve is good, and then Bianca with a wide backhand, and so it is 5-4. Bianca up a break will serve for the match after this little changeover. Until then, let's take a look at some other scores. So we've got Boskova and Blinkova. They're tied at a set, but Boskova is up, looks like 2 breaks, 4-1, and she's serving right now. So Boskova over Blinkova there, but it's not over. Vondrusova took out Kudermetova in straights. Gracheva over Jabeur in straights. Krejcikova over Sasnovich in straights. And currently on serve is Montgomery versus Keys, and they're on serve 2-3 in the first set. On the men's side, anything new to update? Yes, Huesler and Tommy Paul has begun. Tommy Paul is up 1 love in the first set, so very early there. Popper and Van de Zandschulp are 3-all in the first set, and Schwartzman is up. They're on serve in the second set, but Schwartzman is up 1 set to love over Wu Yibing, and they're on serve in the second set. Okay. Kathy saying, yes, Casey, diced veggies. Yummy, Kathy. Casey, can you buy an appliance that turns like all veggies into noodles? A spiralizer? I've only watched the YouTube videos. I'm a peppers and carrots celery person. Peanut, almond butter are yummy. Yeah, I've been eating tons of dry roasted peanuts as well. I really love those. I'm a vegetarian, so I always bought cucumber. Nice, nature. Good to see there. GSL, Kathy, I eat natural peanut butter with a banana 7 days a week. One of my fairly healthy addictions. Tennis saying, yeah, cauliflower rice is good. Okay, folks. Andreescu serving for the match. I'm going to put the food talk away for a second here because we are getting down to the businessy end. Not just yet, but we'll see here. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we are. We're going business. Serve is good out wide. And the +1, she put it back in the same corner as Sakkari was running back to the middle, but the return is just long from Bianca, just a hair. So, love 15. Bianca taking her time here, bouncing around. She's turned around. She's facing the crowd, and now she turns back around. Just a little regroup there after losing the first point. First serve is good. Return is deep into the court. Forehand back from Bianca. Forehand Sakkari. Forehand Bianca. Forehand Sakkari. Forehand Bianca, forehand Sakkari, backhand Bianca, forehand Sakkari into the net, 15 all. Getting tense, folks. It is getting tense over here. Oh, freeze bananas. I buy spiraled already made veggies. I don't have time to do it myself. Yes, Gary, I freeze bananas as a snack too, iced instead of ice cream. That's actually a great idea. I'm going to try that. I like eating grapes, frozen grapes, especially in the summertime. I'll just throw a bunch in there. But even with grapes, I got to be careful because there's high in sugar there. 15 all, second serve, Andreescu. Second serve is good. Forehand return up the middle. Now forehand Bianca, forehand Sakkari, forehand Bianca, forehand Sakkari, inside out, and it is just a hair wide. I thought that was in, and Andreescu now up 30-15. Yeah, about an inch and a half wide. For a second, I thought she had it, but alas, she did not. So the Canadian now 30-15. Will she close it out? First serve is good, and Sakkari got a racket on it, but not enough to get it back over, setting up a double match point, our first match point of the day in the match here. Woo, all right.
Match point.
Gene asking, anyone covering Layla versus Bencic? I'm not sure. Just stay tuned to the channel. If it says upcoming, it will be covered. And I'm doing the Alcaraz match later as well today. So serve is good. Forehand from Bianca. Now backhand Sakkari cross court. Backhand Andreescu. Forehand Sakkari. Backhand Andreescu. Good defense. Forehand Sakkari up the line, and it's a winner. Gutsy forehand there. So she pulled Bianca out to the backhand. Bianca with some great defense. And then Sakkari rips that down the line. Ball landed flush on the line. Beautiful forehand. And that is one match point saved.
Match point.
Okay. Yes, Sean's asking who's doing the Alcaraz match. And Kathy saying Cubby, Sean. Thanks, Kathy. So, second match point here, folks. Will she do it? Big moments here, folks. Big moments. First serve is just long. And it's a good thing for Sakkari because she absolutely shanked that. It went off the side of a frame straight upwards. Okay, Andreescu, second serve on second match point. Serve is good. Backhand return. Forehand Andreescu, backhand Sakkari, backhand Andreescu, backhand Sakkari, backhand Andreescu, forehand Sakkari, backhand Andreescu, backhand Sakkari, backhand Andreescu, defensive, and it lands just wide of the sideline. 2 match points have been saved by Sakkari, and we are back to deuce. Woo! Woo! Getting crazy. Kathy saying, I have gecko tanks to clean. Oh, no. The compliment king Covey, this is delicious. It really is. Match is turning great. Nature, why Sakkari playing so bad today? She's playing, yeah, she's not playing the greatest, but both players are acquitting themselves well, I'd say. Definitely could be a higher level from Sakkari compared to what she's been playing. She, went 4 rounds deep. She went to the semis 5 rounds deep in Indian Wells, so you'd expect her to do pretty well, although these courts are a bit faster. Although she's pretty good on fast courts, I think. Okay, second serve here at deuce. Serve is good. Forehand return up the middle. Forehand Andreescu is a looper. Short ball. Sakkari comes in, goes forehand up the line. Andreescu can't handle that, dumps it into the net. And game or break point now for Sakkari after saving two count of match points on the Andreescu serve. Very, very gutsy work here from the Greek. Nice stepping in on the short ball. No hesitation. Rips it up the line. Andreescu got to it, but just couldn't connect well. So Andreescu now, first serve at advantage Sakkari. Down a break point is the Canadian. Or facing a break point, I should say. First serve is long. Here comes the second serve. Second serve is good. Backhand return up the middle. Forehand Andreescu. Backhand Sakkari. Forehand Andreescu. Forehand Sakkari is long. Back to deuce. Jean saying Sakkari hanging on. Emma saying, oh my God, no, come on, Bianca. Kathy, LOL, Jean, story of my life, but I have interest of two people for one. I'm selling for 1,000. Oh, wow. Zero Bob saying, come on, Sakkari. Max saying, I'm happy that Covey can stream the Carlos match with this wonderful commentary. Oh, that's so sweet of you, Max. Thank you so much. Okay, here we go. Deuce. Serve is good, and the return. Sakkari got a backhand on it, but that lands way wide, runs near the umpire's chair, and third match point now for BB Andreescu.
Match point.
What is this happening? This happening, my friend, is a tennis match, and we're on match point number 3 for Bianca Andreescu. Here we go. Serve is good. Backhand return is a good one as well. Now backhand from Sakkari goes into the high part of the net, and a yell, a roar from Andreescu, and she takes it, folks. 7-5-3. 5-7, 6-3, 6-4. So for the third straight time that these players are the third and only time these players have met, all 3 matches have gone 3 sets, and they always play on American hard courts. Twice now in Miami and once at the U.S. Open. So there you have it. There's a guy with a Canadian Team Canada hockey jersey in the crowd. Not sure why you'd be wearing a full sleeve hockey jersey in Miami during this weather, but hey, he looks happy. He's got a sign. And there it is. We got Son of Robin saying, yes, Biancas. I'm just picturing Ben doing one of his, just the voices from one of the buttons there. Kathy asking, Bianca getting tight? She was for a second, but she looks like she got over that. Cap saying, wow, I just woke up for the match point. Yes, you did. Well done, Bianca, says Jean. Emma, Bianca. Manor saying, no. We got all the range of emotions from our GTL fam. Jean saying Bianca as well. Welcome, Cap, says Kathy. Daria, we'll take nap and try to join in for Alcaraz. Cheers, everyone. Take care, Daria. Thank you. I know that it's really late for you. What is it? 12:45 a.m. for you, I believe. Huge win for Bianca, says Emma. Maria Sakkari says Manor. I mean, it played pretty well. I mean, she wasn't great, but she wasn't bad. I did a match at Indian Wells. I think it was against Kvitova, I'm pretty sure, and she was horrendous in the first set and a half. She was down a set and a break and then came back. So I'd say she was much better in this one than she was in the first half of that one. But regardless, all right, Kathy saying hello to Ben. Kathy, she got over it. Yes, she did. Manor, Max saying Manor, Maria is the queen of quarterfinals and semis. Well, my food was great. Tennis Twit, thanks, Covey. Great stream. Thank you very much, Tennis Twit. Really appreciate having you in here. And remember, folks, please do give us a like before you bounce. Give us a subscribe if you're new. And also, if you'd like to support, check in the description box below. You can buy merch like the shirt above me or the shirt on my chest. This is the 22 from Nole when he won his 22nd major at the Australian Open. Andreescu defeated 2 big players, says Nature. Cap saying Krejcikova is officially inching closer and closer to the top 10 now. Yeah. And she has a lot of points that she can gain because she was injured for 4 months during this span of the year last year. How many days did that match last? Congrats, Bianca, slowly rising again. Later, everyone. Yeah, that match was 3 hours and 4 minutes. 707 Lady T. Bianca, always epic with these two. Yeah, 3 matches, 3 setters. So always going the distance. Kathy, sit her up next on Tennis Channel Desk for interview. I'll have to try and check that out. Okay, folks, I'm going to call it here. Thank you all so much for joining me. And do remember that I'm going to be calling the Alcaraz match versus the Argentine. Was it Korea? No, not Korea. Magnus. So it's now saying it's scheduled for 1:45, which is 1 hour and a half from now. But it's after the Fritz Nava match. So if you're wondering exactly when it'll start, just watch the Fritz Nava match or check the score of that, see where they're at, and it'll be right after that because it's on this same very same court that we were just on. Okay, so let's see here. Let's see any other ones. I'll just run through these comments real quick. Emma saying, thank you for the coverage once again, Kathy. And I think later on she says Covey, not Kathy. But also thank you to Kathy because she always has great insights. Bye, everyone. See you all for Carlos in a few hours. Kokonakis also won. Thank you, Nature. Appreciate that. Until next time, bye, Covey and everyone. And Kathy saying LOL, Emma. All right, folks, that's going to do it for me on this stream. But like I said, stay tuned to the channel. I will be doing Alcaraz next, which is probably going to be in a couple of hours. And also, in case there are other streams, just continue to look on to the channel, the Twitch channel, YouTube channel, the Facebook channel, and we will see if there's any other matches that I'm not doing that I'm unaware of. The Compliment King saying, yes, Bianca is building her way back forward, rather. There you go. Gonna go play with the Geckos. I'm gonna go play with Gobi. She needs to get a walk-in before the next match. So with lots of love and a big thank you to everyone who's tuned in. I am Covey for the Game to Love Tennis Podcast, and I will see you all very soon in probably just a couple hours for Carlitos. Peace out, y'all.